let us know. I'm sure he'll stick
All
around.
right. Second time is the charm. Let's see. Tonight we're having technical issues for a change, I guess. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Payback as a Lich, where we are not unfamiliar with all the technical issues you can have while trying to stream on YouTube, and at the same time being enemies of Vecna. I think he might be interfering with our capacity of doing so. All right. So, for those of you who've been following us, and for those of you who are just arriving now at the at our campaign, let me give you a quick overview of what the campaign premise is about. We started this campaign with the original party, which were dubbed the 9 o'clock liches. The campaign is not just about liches and lost artifacts, but also became about a tale of twisted timelines that merged into a knot. It turns out that okay, the audio is good. Great. Oh, good to know, because before you guys couldn't hear me. That's why we had to restart the whole stream. All right. So good to know. We can move ahead. But as I was saying, two timelines, two time streams have been merged into one when Vecna, in the moment of annoyance and irritation, has accidentally casted Wish. Yes, Vecna is the big bad guy in this campaign, or perhaps not that big bad. Maybe he's just trying to do a massive reform and he's just misunderstood. Maybe he's just trying to reshape the shape of the multiverse and just change the structures that have been there for so long. All the bureaucracy of the gods and everything, and he just has a good heart and he's good intentions, and he's just trying to, fire all the gods and replace them with himself and become some sort of a one ruler of the entire multiverse. So yes, he's a lich god, and this party is trying to undermine his wishes to reshape the multiverse. And yes, they are on the left. They are the left-hand horror, as the left-hand horrors, which is the alternative version of the party who started this campaign. When Vecna accidentally cast Wish to replace his nagging apprentice, Drazov, who really wanted a peek in the Book of Vile Darkness, with a more obedient and, according to Vecna, more talented apprentice named Necrolumpa. Turns out, Necrolumpa was a member of the original party of the 9 o'clock liches, while Drazov was a member of the alternative party, the Left-Hand Horrors. Well, because of that wish, it turns out that the two timelines apparently merged, creating these overlapping realities where now the party find themselves duplicated, most of them, because one of the Necrolumpas was in the old party, one of the Drazovs is in the new party, and the alternative versions of Necrolumpa and Drazov both work for Vecna, apparently. So yes, they have their evil twins. And in these merged timelines, apparently there were just two timelines that were just 10 minutes apart. The story shifted perspective. First, we started the first 12 or so sessions. We were telling the tale from the perspective of the 9 o'clock liches. And since the wish of Vecna, we've been telling the tale from the perspective of the left-hand horrors, even though our players were unaware of that until very recently. And the players were trying to navigate this campaign of shifting realities and trying to figure out this puzzle. And along the way, they've encountered the echoes of their former selves. They've a second Volcar, which is the patron of this party. Creek, which managed to merge himself with his other self. Leaving just one Creek for this reality. And then we had also Zero, who had two versions of himself, and the original version of Zero decided to merge the vestige of the Evening Glory, the goddess of obsession and passion, with his own phylactery. By doing that, he became quite charismatic, magnetic, almost as his gravitas is unavoidable, as Zero became pretty. So the Evening Glory is this lich goddess, a lesser deity from Barovia, from Ravenloft. Lesser is not really the word you should pay attention when we're talking about deities. And yes, her vestige, she's a type of lich that preserves its beauty eternally. So she's a very beautiful lich, and turns out that by merging with her vestige, Cyril also became a very beautiful lich and a very charismatic one, and he has this magnetism about him that everybody around him seemed to behave more favorable to him just because he's too pretty. And and yes, I guess some people are just that lucky. And the quest, both parties had the same quest. The original ones and the left-hand horrors were looking for the Rod of Seven Parts, an artifact that had been scattered across the entire multiverse. But with the two timelines converged, now there are 14 pieces, not 7, as there are 2 rods, 2 quests, and 2 parties chasing them. The parties were indeed using even different strategies to chase these rods, as they were unaware of each other at first. The left-hand horrors currently possess 6 pieces of a single rod, of the same rod, which is the farthest they got in this race so far. And they only got this far thanks to the help of the 9 o'clock liches. So it turns out that duplicating the number of player characters in this campaign has helped the players to actually get farther in the race. And their ultimate opponent is currently, or I should say, their ultimate competitor is currently Kaz, the Betrayer, who is seeking to also usurp Vecna and shape the multiverse to his own will. Kaz is a very powerful vampire, and he was once the paladin of Vecna, and he was Vecna's right hand, while Volkar, the patron of this party, was an exarch of Vecna and was Vecna's left hand, and hence why left-hand horrors. Unbeknownst to Kaz, however, the left-hand horrors are almost completing the rod. There's only 1 piece left. And unbeknownst to Kaz, the rod he's trying to complete by trading pieces of the rod with each other cannot be fully completed because one of those pieces has been trapped in a maze with an alternate version of Volkar by the Lady of Pain, who, well, she apparently she's had quite a week trapping liches in mazes the past week, and now Kaz is unaware of that, but he's suspicious that something is going on with the party. Sometimes things are too evil to be truth, and the Kaz is raise his price that for the next piece of rod that he will trade with this party, he wants 2 pieces of the rod that he is trying to gather. And the party had 2 leads for those two pieces. But before we recap how this party is trying to navigate all this political intrigues and divine interventions and trying to control reality themselves instead of Vecna. Yes, they're not the good guys in this story. There are no good guys in this story. Let's get to know them. First, we have Cyril, or Cyros. One is a herald of eternal passion, and the other one is a herald of eternal stubbornness, as one of them has merged, transformed himself into the manifestation or the resurrected version of the evening glory, and while the other one has a bit more tragic and melodramatic tone to himself, where he's looking to resurrect his dead wife, Asta, who died in a ritual where both of them were trying to become liches, but only one of them succeeded. And he's been all this time, our chronology wizard, trying to manipulate time or trying to get ahead, to get his revenge on Vecna and find a way to bring Asta to become a lich by his side. Not sure which versions of Cyril are going to succeed on that, but also not sure if what Asta is going to think once she learns that one of the Cyrils, the original one, has merged his phylactery and his essence with another woman. But hey, that's a different story. So Cyril, say hello to our audience. Tell us a little bit about how you're feeling tonight.
Well, after that introduction, I'm sweating slightly at thought of my wife finding out about another woman being part of me. But I suppose we'll get to that hurdle when we get there. Apart from that, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling pretty. I'm feeling wise. Stubborn. Still hate seagulls.
Well, let's hope Asta is open-minded. Hey, I don't know Asta, but hey, I guess
never know.
At least she cannot kill you, right? Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh boy! And then we have. Did we lose someone?
Midge.
Oh, we
Midge
lost
was saying,
Midge.
They have some audio issues, so I'd say they're just refreshing.
All right. And next we have Drazov. Drazov, the curious and experimenter apprentice of Vecna. Yes, in the original timeline, in the original tale, the first 12 episodes of this campaign, Drazov was Vecna's apprentice, and his insatiable curiosity led him down a dark path of experimentation that left a lot of side effects on himself. Yes, he experiments with himself. He's that kind of scientist. And he loves experimenting with all sorts of dark things, and that's one of the reasons why he's obsessed about the Book of Vile Darkness. And he even had a kind of a rivalry with Mr. Sunfall, which is kind of a upcoming new gun under Vecna's control, also a lich. Though this version of Drazov isn't quite sure why he can remember all of this. Perhaps the mind of Drazov is so twisted, is so folded that not even reality could prevent Drazov for having a peek on the memories of his other self. Well, his quest is not for the Rod of Seven Parts. His quest is for the Book of Vile Darkness, and that quest continues. Drazov, say hello to our audience. Tell us a little bit about how you're feeling tonight.
Yes, I am, as always, Il Grande, the unacceptable. And things are looking up. We're going to be taking a trip to Avernus, which is always fun. There is always much to learn there with my dear friend Cyril. And then I will be taking it back to my lab, where I will be keeping it permanently.
No. That is not happening. We've been through this for 2 weeks now.
Yes, you say that now, but you will come around. I have no doubt.
Well, get used to the attention, Cyril. I mean, that's
I know. It's tough.
There is something about you that is evil but divine.
Typical bad boy.
Typical bad boy. Everybody thinks they can fix you. All right. So, and then we have Creek, our undying bard, whose humor and charm sometimes hide a very strategic mind, and sometimes hide no mind at all as he stumbles upon himself. In a couple of episodes ago, you would have seen that Creek really likes his friends, and he really hates to lose them. And he made a new friend in this floating skull named Morty, and which was tragically obliterated by a hellfire orb launched by an enemy. And Creek's emotions apparently still can come very strong to him, as he's also trying to get revenge on Vecna because Vecna killed all his friends. Crick's emotions are still, for now, are under control as he navigates this world of lichdom and art. I guess that's where he takes his inspiration from for all his very popular songs. And Crick, say hello to our audience. Tell us a little bit about how you're feeling tonight.
Honestly, I'm feeling a lot better now that I just got a signature from Facto's skull before he sends to true death. Though we'll never get to see the full power of Morty or even 1% of him, I'm glad that I can help continue with the other liches on getting revenge. I'll keep Morty in a song for him soon when I write one up.
Excellent. And finally, we have Midge, our druid, our spore druid, who is she's let's just say she's looking to balance things out in the multiverse. Although Midge's understanding of balance is that decay should be preserved, and a lot of decay, and perhaps there should be more mushrooms and more pests and more infestation. I wonder how the multiverse will look like once she achieves her goal of helping unite all the 7 pieces of the rod and perhaps take the throne of Vecna. Midge trying to get back to Vecna. She has a little bit of an issue with him destroying all the mushrooms around, and she's also a good friend of Zuckdemoy, which is the demon lord of mushroom infestation, and fungi. And with that, Midge was slightly absent in taking care of her phylactery last time, and we haven't seen her last session. Midge, what were you doing? Say hello to our audience and tell us, what were you doing in this meantime while the party was getting 2 pieces of the rod?
So I need to know, can you guys hear me?
Very loudly, yes.
Very loud, yes.
Yeah, so let me tell you what just happened. So, I am now using, you see, on the side, Midge does voiceover for, like, commercials and stuff, so Midge is now using her professional microphone, because my other one died while you were talking, Legend. So, yeah, so that's probably why I sound a lot different, probably a little bit clearer and a little bit louder, but, yeah, so, that's really what I've been concentrating on. So yeah, I'll just mute myself now.
That's all right. And Midge, can you tell us, what were you doing in the time that you were off? Where were you?
Oh,
we were worried about you.
Well, you know, some particular fungi, they're best harvested at certain times of the year, and I know that we were supposed to meet with Kaz, and you know, we got caught in the maze, and when I got back, I realized, oh, I have to go harvest these fungi. So, I mean, that's the most important thing in my life, so that's where I've been.
Excellent. So while Midge was harvesting fungi, let's learn what the party was doing last session. Yes, the left-hand horrors, after being mazed by the Lady of Pain and returning from the maze of the Lady of Pain, had discovered that it had been 5 days, or 4 days. And they had to feed their phylacteries, or they would turn into demi-liches at the control of the DMs, at my control, and then we wouldn't need players anymore. I would just keep telling this story by myself about the 5 demi-liches left-hand horrors. Anyway, but the players didn't want that. They really wanted to continue playing the characters, and therefore they went back to feed their phylacteries, and they would regroup later. And 5 days later, they returned to the sanctum. And upon their return, they found out that, Midge was still absent. Probably, I guess she got too distracted collecting mushrooms. And Dave met Cyril the original, Cyril the alternative version, the uglier one, and Drazov, and Creek, and Volkar. And they had to decide on their next move. They came to learn that the negotiation between Volkar and Kaz took place while the three of them were locked in the maze. And although Kaz is not aware that they currently have 6 pieces of the rod, he was incredibly suspicious of Volkar and of Necrolumpa, as Volkar was not. You guys were not there. Volkar was not prepared to do a trade, and ultimately he managed to reach out to Necrolumpa, brought her through into Sigil, and she traded the piece of the rod she had of the second rod with the piece that Volkar had. And on that note, let me show you how that's looking like. So yes, they've managed to do that trade, and Necrolumpa took that piece of the rod there, the sixth one, and now they're just missing that red tip there that is still with Kaz, where he retrieved that piece of the rod from Primus and Mechanus. And it turns out that Kaz was suspicious, and he's now demanding 2 pieces of the rod in exchange for the piece that he has. Now he has a duplicate piece, as you can see, and he's willing to trade as long as he gets 2 pieces of the rod he's trying to put together. Now, Kaz is not aware that 1 piece of the rod is irretrievable, as it has been sent to a maze with the alternative version of Volkar. But the party is still willing to retrieve the other 2 pieces, and turned out they had 2 leads. One of the leads led them to the mortuary, and the other lead led them to the temple of the Mother of Dragons, Vecna, in Avernus. And apparently one of the pieces of the rod is also there. To complete their own rod, they're trying to get those 2 pieces in order to trade with Kaz in 48 hours from now, perhaps a little bit more. And Kaz, well, Kaz is to return to the sanctum soon, and the party decided last session that they would first check in the mortuary, and they were going to try to negotiate with Facto Skull. Now, the last time they tried to infiltrate the mortuary, they tried this brute force, and it didn't pay out very well. But with the help of original Cyril, the pretty one, the magnetic and charming one, turns out things simply just have a way of happening and resolve themselves. As the pretty Cyril knocks on the door, everybody's being nice to him. The door's just opened, and eventually you guys just are just shown to the office of Facto Skull, this orrery of souls, where he's sending the souls from Sigil to their rightful places, to the next step of their existence. And yes, the charm of the vestige of the evening glory in the original Zero apparently is opening doors, and he smiles. And, well, in their audience with Facto Skull, which they had learned earlier in the last session, is retiring. They had some tense negotiations and some difficult conversations with Facto Skull, but eventually they agreed. They arrived at an agreement where Facto Skull would give them the piece of the rod as long as in order to destroy Vecna, as long as this party would keep 2 conditions. And the first one is that they must, at all costs, preserve the balance between life and death in the multiverse when they use the powers of the rod. And the second one is that after defeating Vecna, they must return that piece of the rod to the mortuary, either to Facto Skull or to whoever succeeds him. The party agreed, despite knowing that they are planning to trade the piece of the rod that they returned from Facto Skull with Kaz. I guess that's a future problem. They'll cross that bridge once they get there. And yes, they have a little bit more than 2 days to meet with Kaz again, and they have this wizard waiting for them in the sanctum, Captain Wumpa, a famous spelljammer and wizard, who at the first half of the campaign has lended one of her swords, a very unique sword, to Necrolumpa, and turns out she wants that back. And turns out that that's not happening. Necrolumpa doesn't want to give it back, and this party apparently is going to have to pay for Necrolumpa's debt. And the way they cut this deal is that they intend to retrieve something in Avernus, or they convince Wumpa that they can do something in Avernus to pay back the debt, something like that. Anyway, she's been waiting for them for more than a week now, hoping that they will go to Avernus, and in there they will retrieve the next piece of the rod. And with that, oh yes, and one more particularly important piece of news. Turns out Vecna is the new god of magic as well in the multiverse. So people used to say that the god of magic is so powerful that the only creature in the multiverse that is more powerful than the god of magic in D&D is the creator of the multiverse itself, Ao. So with Vecna in that position now, that is a very powerful seat to take. It's not just the mother of dragons and of all chromatic dragons. No, Vecna is now also apparently taking more and more seats as he wants to be the one and only god in the entire multiverse. And with that, I guess we'll return this party to the sanctum, where they've returned successful from their negotiations with Facto Skull. Where are you guys? All right. So, how did it go?
It went pretty well. I mean, we got the piece.
I mean,
Oh,
surely us being back here says it all, no?
well, I guess you are not as incompetent as maybe as I had anticipated. I'm saying this in a good way. Think it as a constructive criticism. That there are things that are still left to improve, even though you guys are very good in what you do. I can't just tell you guys you're perfect, right? Yeah, no, I can't tell you guys that you are perfect. Anyway, turns out that while you were out, that is not a plant. That is Midge. Midge, get out of there, you little rascal!
What's up, liches?
Oh, Midge, you have returned.
Yeah, sorry, I had some gardening to do.
It happens.
It does. Thank you for supporting me, Dreza.
And Midge, roll a DC 20 charisma save for us. Because you are in the charming and magnetic aura of Original Zero.
Am I close enough? Am I within 30?
Yes.
Oh,
That's semi-pink aura from Valentine.
oh, just outside, just inside of it. All right, what is it? Charisma?
Charisma 20.
Charisma.
With my -1 modifier.
You got
How
this.
about an 11?
Oh, Midge, you're so
Look at
happy.
you.
You're so happy you're seeing Original Zero again. I mean, it's been so long. You couldn't stop thinking about Original Zero. All this time you were in the abyss.
Do you know how much I hate to like you, Cyril? I mean, not you in front of me. Can you move aside for a second? I'm talking to the other one.
Cyril's just gonna look to Midge and say, God, I didn't miss you. He's gonna sit down over here.
Well, the feeling's mutual. I didn't miss you either, but you on the other hand, aren't you a delight to puke on?
And original Cyril still a little bit unsure of how everyone's treating him. Is just gonna walk over towards Creek and is gonna say, "Your group of friends is really unusual. I have to say, you seem to be the only one that's, might I say, normal."
Look. We all just got trapped in a maze of the Lady of Pain. Who knows how long ago? You know, you think about your lich and life choices when you think you're not gonna get out. Plus, I bet Midge wants to ask about your skincare, but they're a little shy to do that.
Me? Shy? Do you know me?
No, of course not, Midge. You have more confidence than Vokar's planning.
I'm not. Can I roll an insight check? I'm not sure I understand that.
Sure, by all means.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
It's just Midge's failed way of trying to compliment you. I don't know how good Vokar's planning is. It's pretty erratic, but I thought it sounded nice in his head.
And Vokar turns to all of you and says, "So you were saying about the rod?"
The rod. Yes. We got the piece that we went after. We got the piece from Facto Skull.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, I got a signature too, Midge. You should see it. And I'll like walk over and show him the lyre with Facto Skull's signature.
How the hell did you do that without me?
I said please, and everyone wanted to know Cyril's skincare when we got to the guards.
And original Cyril's gonna say, "As you can see, I'm pretty well maintained for a lich."
Annoyingly so. Annoyingly so.
But this rod came with a promise of two things Facto Skull told us we must follow. First, whatever we're going to do, we're not going to create any repercussions that's going to mess with the flow of life and death. It is natural, and it is sacred, and the entire existence relies on this. So,
now I'm pissed off I didn't meet him. He sounds like a guy right up my alley.
and secondly, this may be the tough part, when we are done in getting our revenge, we have to return that piece of the rod to whoever's going to be in charge of the mortuary.
And
Which we're
do we
going
know
to
who
trade.
that's gonna be?
Not sure yet. The biggest candidate right now is Koss, but you never know. But if we
We're
trade
hopeful.
it, but if
I
we
mean,
trade Vecna and get that
let
and
me-
trade away that piece.
Let me ask you a question here. We're gonna stop Vecna,
Yeah.
Hopefully.
which is going to create a power vacuum. Is Kaz just gonna step into that spot? Do we need to take care of Kaz also to prevent him?
Koss is trying to gun for Facto Skull's spot. Facto
Position it.
Skull is planning to retire. Ascend, go to true death is what he called it as.
Well, I mean, he's welcome to hang out with me if he likes. He sounds really cool.
Well, he might be dead, but yeah.
I don't mind, Dad.
No,
You might-
really, Dad, like true death. That's what he means by retiring. He says he's going to the next level, but Midge, the Gaz that is gunning for Vecna's seat, is not the same Gaz that is gunning for
Heralds of the Dust faction leader seat. So, should bear that in mind. We really don't want two Casses. One in a very powerful position in Sigil, and the other one in the position of a god outside.
Yeah, that's why I said, should we take care of Kaz?
Well, we also still need that piece of the rod from him. We still need to go to Avernus to get the other piece to trade.
Oh, I'm still in favor of that, but I'm just concerned we're creating a power vacuum.
Well, the one in the mortuary with Facto's skull, that can't be helped with. He decided to retire in his own volition.
Bear in
But the
mind
one
that
with
the Lady of Pain is the one who decide who will replace him. So, it's and there are apparently more contenders. So that is not a guarantee win for Kaz. Although he's been lobbying her pretty hard.
Okay, well, I've been away, obviously a lot's happened, so, I'll just go along with what you guys have decided.
Well, I think for now, our next plan of action should be to go to Avernus. What do we think?
well,
I agree with Cyril. We should go to Avernus.
Okay.
Original Cyril is just going to continue walking away from Drazov as he moves closer and closer.
I'm gonna go to sorry there, Cyril.
Oh, you're acting weird now too. You trying to sit on my lap?
No, I'm trying to talk to your other counterpart. Why do you think
Stand
everything's
over
around you? I'm gonna talk to my other Cyril for a second. It's saying, are you gonna be joining us, or what are you planning on doing?
I think it'd be good for the two of us to go.
I think that's a bad idea. I think one of you should stay here as a backup to me in case Kaz arrives. I don't know what he may try and you guys might take longer than 2 days. So we might have to stall him for a little bit. And well, I could use that charm.
You know what, Vokar? That seems reasonable. And original Cyril's could look to regular Cyril and is going to say, I think I'll stay here so with Vokar and let the 4 of you go.
I disagree. I think that we should take this one, and the other one should stay. I think that this one should come with me.
Look. As much as you say that, I kind of agree. We should take Cyril, not the beautiful one. Besides, Kaz might open up to him and might be able to favorable to that beautiful lich. I think we should take.
But
Agreed.
that one is useless. We need this one with me.
Oh ho! They're
I
both
think
equally capable.
I think I gotta stay here, and original Cyril's gonna go in this room and lock the door.
As he walked by, Midge has got to cast infestation on him.
Do yeah.
Very well.
DC 19 con save.
DC 19. Where is Pretty Cyril? That is not with advantage. That is a 8.
That's
That
a nat one.
Oh! I mean, you look so much better now.
I look to
As-
the. Sorry.
I was gonna say, as Cyril hears that, as he closes the door, he starts moving all these barrels in front of the door, and he's like, "Oh my god, I can't wait for them to leave."
I look to the Cyril and says, "I don't think he's coming out of the closet anytime soon."
And Cyril, as you're moving the barrels around, you pick up one of them, and your hands get glued to it.
And as you try to move your hands, you've realized that one of those barrels is a mimic. And the barrel looks at you, but it doesn't seem hostile. In fact, the creature seems to be trying to kiss you.
Oh no!
And you try to keep it at the arm's length, and it's still like.
Please tell me I can hear this with my expertise.
Yes, you guys just hear Cyril is suddenly you just hear things bumping and moving inside that pantry, and Cyril just moving around trying to prevent a very gooish kiss from the mimic. And the tongue of the mimic is just passing on the side of your head, going to the wall in the back, boom, and then he pulls it back, and then he
Bugs.
I think I didn't know he liked that.
He just Legend just popped back on roll 20, so I'm assuming he should be back in a moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys can't hear
There we
me?
go.
Hello?
Yeah,
we didn't. You just
Yeah,
came
you
back
just
now.
put out for a moment.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got disconnected for a second there.
You were talking about the mimic's tongue in Pretty Cyril's ear or something.
Yes,
like that.
maybe that's why my connection fell.
You're self-editing. Huh?
Yes, I was self-censored by my internet connection somehow.
I was telling them that Midge is sitting there going,
I wonder, wait a second, what's he doing with my bugs in there?
Can you put that in the top text for next session?
Yeah, absolutely.
So pretty Cyril, disgusted at what he sees in front of him, is going to try and cast banishment and say, "Begone with you, foul beast! I am a married man." And that'll be a charisma 19 on the mimic, please.
Who is it talking to?
Creek whispers, well, quiet enough for the other. It says, "Yeah, married man of 2 women."
And he's talking to himself. Maybe he's falling in love with his other self. Cyril, yes, you've managed to banish the creature. As the tongue was almost reaching your face. I mean, the tongue alone is bigger than your head, and it's just coming towards your face, and then suddenly the mimic goes away. And you
And
can.
Cyril is it's gonna fall to the ground, hands in his head, and he's just gonna say, "What have I done? I should never have come to join this party." And he's gonna open the door to go out, knowing he has a minute.
and
Be
Midge is
Midge
standing
waiting
right there.
at the door.
And as you guys are looking around the room,
in there?
just to describe the background, there's a bunch of goo dripping from the walls and the ceiling. And Zero is coming out of this room, and you see nothing else except Zero coming out of the room.
I back away from that. Creek's backing away from that, thinking, "What the hell did he do in there?"
And normal Cyril is standing on the stairs to get a better look in the room.
Maybe I don't infest you anymore. That seems to excite you.
Look, you better clean yourself off before you sit next to me.
Jazzoff is gonna try to help him out of the room. Here, come with me. I will take you to my lab, and we will get you all fixed up. You seem to be in some distress.
I'm pretty Cyril's just gonna look at him, just gonna shiver and go say, "No more. I've had enough people touching me for the day. Thank you very much." He's gonna stand over here, and he's gonna wipe the goo off of him onto the lovely furniture that is around the sanctum.
And
Jazzoff is gonna wipe the goo that he got on his hands while trying to help him into some vials and store that component.
Look, you can mess up that furniture, but this is the purity couch. You're not touching, as Creek says. It's original Sorrow.
Is that your safe space, Creek?
Apparently, I don't need a closet.
on that note, Cyril, normal Cyril's gonna come up to this one and say, "Ugh." "Oh my gosh, we need disclaimers."
You do? Yes, we do. Suddenly, not that suddenly, as she's been waiting here for a week, Captain Woompa comes to you guys and says,
So,
Yes.
I've been waiting for like forever. There's nothing else in this town that I want to shop. Also, my crew is bored.
I think we're ready. Midge, Drazolf, Preek, anything else that we might need last minute? I can't think of anything.
Let me just check my scrolls. Yeah, I'm good.
No
I mean,
scrolls
I
of
think-
comments?
No.
Thank God, we're all good, so.
Just think that we need the other Cyril, but aside from that, I cannot think of it.
I
Pretty-
mean,
Have you been to Avernus before?
No. Can't say I have.
No,
Yeah, once or twice.
actually, I've been there once. It was a hell of a show.
is it possible?
Hmm.
Crap. No, we'd have to take an hour. I've got the 2 spell gems that I was wanting to have. It's fine. We can move on.
that you want to have what?
I've got the 2 spell gems that I need. Drazolf, or not Drazolf, but
Me?
Cyril to attune to, so you could put Horde Wilting on it. And then I picked up a Topaz spell gem that I was wanting Circle of Death to. Do any of you know Circle of Death or Finger of Death already?
I don't think so.
I have to check. Give me 1 sec.
Let me
Because,
check.
you know what, these gems aren't working out the way that I thought they were, where I have to hand them to you, you have to attune to them, store the
Does he
spell,
have to-
and then
does
give
he
it
have-
back to me.
Does he have to attune to them?
I thought I just had to cast
I
them
think he
while
just had to
holding-
cast it. You are the one who needs to be
Yeah.
attuned in order to use it.
No,
Them.
it requires attunement by a spellcaster to imbue the gem.
Yes, you are a spellcaster. You are attuned to
But
them.
I'm not imbuing the gem.
Oh,
That's the
it,
person-
oh,
that's
it
the person-
specifically says if it's seeking to imbue the gem. All right.
Yes.
I do
Um,
have Finger of Death. What level is Circle of Death?
I mean, Circle of Death. Because I have spell scrolls. I have True Res, Circle of Death, Finger of Death, and I have Magic Jar, which Magic Jar isn't going to do us any good. But I would love either Circle of Death or Finger of Death. Just
Well, I've got
just-
Finger of Death prepared.
Yeah, so then I would have to hand you my Topaz spell gem. I would need you to take an hour to attune
Attune
to
to
it, cast the spell, and then just give it back to me. I don't have to attune. I don't have to attune to the gem to use it. I just need. But you guys would have to It's just. I'm
Well-
realizing I spent a lot of money on these gems, and they're
Wompa-
probably not.
Wompa has been waiting for 10 days. She can wait for another hour.
Yeah,
I would-
and I can unattune to the amulet of proof of protection against proof of detection against and location. Amulet of proof against detection and location. Wow, I jumbled that all kinds of ways. For a moment or for 1 hour or two while we're here, that should be safe enough, and then cast the thing and give it back to you.
You guys don't mind. I just lack offensive spells that are really effective unless I'm in nature. So
Yeah, I can do horde wilting as well.
Yeah, I
I
have
mean,
that
I
one
guess
too.
that might
well,
take a little longer.
It'll be faster though if each of you attune to a gem. Cast
Yeah.
it.
I'll do Finger of Death.
I'm
Cyril,
handing
you have Horde Wilson?
I'm
Yeah, I do.
handing. Okay, so I'm giving, because Cyril did it last time. I'm giving Cyril the ruby spell gem, and I'm giving Drazov the topaz spell gem to put. Yeah.
Finger of Death in?
Yes, please. Yeah.
Please
Now
send
that
out.
burns that spell on my spell list, right? Until we get
Yes.
a...
Yes, burn a spell
Okay.
slot. So
right,
perhaps
is that
original
okay?
zero should be the one.
Yeah, that's fine.
So that you don't burn your spell zero. Original zero could be the one casting. In
Yeah,
fact,
that's what I was gonna
Midge
do.
would likely ask him because she likes you. She likes him more than she likes you.
Well, they do that with the gems. I guess for the 1 hour for Creek, he would entertain Woompa's crew since Creek knows songs.
Very well. But her spell gem is in the her spell gemming ship is in the Outlands in front of the portal she used to come to Sigil.
Then I'll just stand with Woompa and I'll just talk with her for a little bit. I'll say, "Oh, I can play some songs. What's your crew feeling for when we go to Avernus?"
By the way, when you get to Avernus, you should know where to go, right? So pay attention, because it's quite important. There are few things, for those of you who never been to Avernus, there are few things you need to learn. First, Avernus is a major battlefield. You're not going to a peaceful place. It is the battlefield of the Blood War, which has been raging between demons and devils for centuries. It is fruitless for you guys to fight every fiend that you encounter in Avernus, and it's fruitless for you to try and join the fight on each side. And you might want to steer clear of the battlefronts, because also you might have to work with a few fiends in order to get what you want. Now, the good thing about devils is that they love a good deal. So, if you have something to bargain with, even if it's just knowledge or information, as long as you know what the devils want, you might get yourself a nice deal. The other thing is, Avernus is a kind of a hellscape in the most literal sense. That is, there are carcasses decaying everywhere. There are war machines wrecked everywhere. There is this foul haze that perpetually shrouds the skies. So quite nice, Midge. Could be a summer vacation place for you to visit.
Please don't let me go there.
And yes, there is this this kind of a light that swells above the horizon, kind of a green mockery of a sunset, but the sky is bereft of celestial bodies, and there are strong gusts that blast across the entire landscape, with ashes of brimstone and death being carried out by the winds. Now, due to the perpetual smoky twilight, there's no real days and nights in Avernus, and time there passes, well, in a different way than everywhere else. Another thing you should know about going to the Nine House is that you are going into the realm of Asmodeus, a greater deity, and there are only two ways to get to Avernus. Either you are using a sanctioned portal, usually a devil is bringing you there, or you spell gem there, which is in your case. No gates, no transportation, no teleportation can go in or out of the Nine Hells once you are there. So the only way for you guys to leave is physically. Or you cut a deal with someone that can, summon you to a place outside of Avernus. Casting gate, it's not going to do any good to you. Word of recall, whatever you throw it, it's not going to do any good to you. Another thing you should know, telepathy there, and sending spells and all sorts of communication spells, when you cast them in Avernus, the archdevils of Avernus can hear your communication. They can pry and spy on what you are saying telepathically or through magical means. So more than one person may be receiving that message. Be very careful when using this sort of spells there. You really don't want crucial information that can be used against you to end it up in the hands of a devil who is, looking to blackmail someone. Besides that, Avernus was created to be a kind of a tantalizing paradise by Asmodeus to tempt mortals to go there. But with all the incursions of the river Styx and the hordes of demons, that paradise was ruined. However, there are some places that are still quite nice. They have spas all over the place, they have nice restaurants, and the place where you're going, which is the Red Belvedere Casino, it attracts a lot of crowds from all over the multiverse to go play there. Now, the casino is right in front of the temple of the mother of all chromatic dragons, Vecna, and it's built in Vecna's honor. So, you are in enemy territory the moment you arrive there. You might be very careful to disclose your intentions. And remember, the point of being there is to figure out who has the piece of the rod and what are they willing to trade in exchange for that. So, if you have any things you want to offer them, that might be your chance. Now, Midge, you gave me this some time ago, but it might actually be a good trading currency if you ever get to this point. And he takes out of his bag of holding the talisman of ultimate evil that you exchange. And he says, "Here, Midge."
Yeah, I traded it for for one of the gems.
For the gems. And he says, "Take it. Devils love this sort of stuff. And anything that can help them kill a celestial or a paladin in a split second, they will love it. So, here you go. Take the talisman with you. You can try and use as a bargaining chip."
Are you sure?
Absolutely. If it's gonna get us the 7th piece of the rod, that would be great. Now, I have to warn you, I'm gonna do my best with Cyril here to sway Kaz into extend the deadline. But we might have to. This trip to Avernus may be fruitless if you go there and you come back with a piece of the rod and Kaz decides he doesn't want to trade anymore or out of spite. I hope that doesn't happen, but there's always a small chance that this trip might be in vain. Hopefully, you can pay your debt to Wumpa while you're there. And if any of you has any other thing that you can bargain with a devil, by all means. Oh, take this. And he takes mind crystals. And, the mind crystals he's giving you guys before.
The ones that we've never used.
The ones you never
we got his
use.
stolen by a goblin, so I lost mine.
Did you?
Well,
Okay.
yes,
Yeah.
and the ones you never used, and somehow the ones that he gave you, and that he apparently can track them. And he says,
Yeah.
"Well, let's just call this a backup plan in case I have to drop there to go save your asses. So, oh yes, if you ever get entangled with an archdevil there, there's a currency in Avernus which is soul coins. Well, if you find souls there, they're not going to be fed to your phylactery. So, they belong to the 9 hells once they're there. So even if you go for a little hunt while you're there, the souls of the devils are not going to flow to your phylactery while you're there. You are cut off. So, You might not want to stay there for longer than 6 days.
And Midge, he gives you a mind crystal extended to you. Creek, he gives you a mind crystal empowered. Cyril, he gives you a mind crystal distant. And Drazov, he gives you a mind crystal careful. You can add these mind crystals to your inventory.
Which one extended for Midge?
For Midge extended, for Creek the empowered, for Cyril the distant, and for Drazov the careful. You can add this to your inventories, and as you know, you can use them. And once it's a consumable item, you can use them to alter a piece of magic that you're casting, and you can. Volkar can track them. So
can he track them after they've been used when they just become a plain
no,
spell gem?
they turn to dust.
Okay.
So if you have two of
they
them,
don't become a spell gem. That's what
no.
it says. It says when you use it, it becomes a non-magical gem.
Yeah, non-magical. Yes, it becomes a non-magical gem. Yes.
Okay, but he can't track them. If
He
they're
can't track the
non-magical.
gem. No.
Okay.
You can only
So we
track
have to
them
keep
while
it
there's two. Yeah.
Okay. Heard. Okay. Understood.
All right. And he says,
So, there are... Well, I could offer you more things, but... Hopefully the talisman might be enough.
and
Well, hold on. I also have this.
And Midge pulls out the cursed Librum of Souls and Flesh.
Put that back! Put that back where you took it from!
She'll put it back in her haversack.
That is not a curse, Libran! That is a tome of steel tongue! Vecna...
What?
If you... Yes! Vecna can see who touches it, who reads it, who attunes to it, and can communicate with you while you are touching that. It's mimicking a Libran, but it's not. It's a tome of steel tongue. I've seen this trick before.
Had this the entire time.
yep, you had, Midge.
And I've shown it to you. I've brought it out before, and he's never said that before.
No, he just saw it now. And also, you showed to a different Volkar.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
And he recognized that instantly.
Okay.
And he says,
Where did you get that from?
I don't know. I've had it for a long time.
so
I just
that item was
I know.
that item was with the betrayer. The one in your party who betrayed you, and you had to
Oh,
yeah,
I
Mercigan.
thought this was one of my rolled items.
No, this item belonged to Mercigan, and you guys looted his body after defeating him.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And
Alright.
yes, so Morrigan and then Mercigan. So yeah,
Okay.
he's
Well, I've never attuned to it. It's just in my haversack. So.
yeah, there's a good thing you didn't attune to it. If you had attuned, that would have been fun. So, but I guess you dodged a bullet there.
Yeah.
And he says,
Look, take a few potions as well. You might as well.
and he says, and he gives you, each one of you, a potion of healing supreme. You can add to your inventory.
I had some to spare. I mean, I have too much money, and sometimes I do some impulsive shoppings around Sigil.
Thank you, Volker. I'm sure we won't need them, but always nice to have.
And
Was it just one legend, or was there multiple?
one for each. He had 4.
Okay.
One each.
I mean,
They're
I
expensive,
feel like
guys.
I should give you something back. I mean, I have some spell scrolls. I don't know.
Don't worry about it. Just make sure you come back with that piece of the rod. That's our best chance to get a 7-piece. Trade whatever you need to trade for it.
Do you want a hag eye that I picked up at a hag convention many years ago?
I'll pass. Oh, and don't forget to wear your amulets so that Vecna cannot spy on you. You'll be walking into his temple.
Legend, can I insight this? Like, last time I saw him, he wanted us to give him the rods and talk about cost. And now he's like talking about the amulets and Vecna. It's like he's really nice to us. This is like good it's like good Vokar, bad Vokar.
I know. It can be so volatile. But yeah, roll insight. Well, he's still
Yeah.
and he says,
I still think you guys should leave your pieces of the rods with me.
Oh, that's not going to happen.
Yes, Midge. You missed this while you were tending to your mushrooms.
Deacon!
Vokar here seems to think it's best that we leave all our pieces with him, yes.
Devils
also
can be
worried.
very sneaky. I mean,
Spells? No.
I would give it back afterwards, but still.
Yeah. Insight on that. 19.
Greek says, I'm surprised none of you are giving the rods to Cyril.
I was just above table now. I was just going to do the same, but Cyril already has a rod piece, and I don't want him having too many. Both Cyrils have a rod piece, should I say?
oh yes. Each Zero has one rod. Original Zero has the useless rod or the useful rod piece.
Original Cyril, I think, has the useless.
Has the useless one. All right. So you guys are going. You guys are going there with 4 pieces of the useful, 4 useful pieces of the rod. Very well. And
he says, they can be very sneaky, doggone, missing a piece of the rod there. Remember, Avernus can be the 9 hells can be a prison. You won't be able to get out of there. Unless...
Oh, because Cyril has that one, okay.
Yes, and I'm not waiting there until you guys come out. I'm gonna drop you off. You do your thing, and then that's it.
You know, you prove a good point there, Vokar, especially with the 9 hells being dangerous when we're going to enemy territory where Vecna is right by a temple.
Yes, you are taking 4 pieces of the rod to Vecna's temple. I hope you guys are aware of that. I'm not asking because I'm being greedy. I'm asking because I think that's the best idea.
My thinking is, will I swap pieces with original Cyril? Because then we're not bringing nearly a full rod with us, if that makes sense.
yeah, you could do that. But then original Zero won't have a single piece to bargain with Kaz if Kaz arrive while you guys are out.
Oh yeah.
And even if he has 1 piece, there's a good chance he might bargain with Kaz with that 1 piece. And with his charm, he might be able to convince Kaz to. Who knows?
So above the table, Midge's piece is one that is tradable because it's the white one. So would it be beneficial for her to leave hers?
Midge's piece is not tradable.
Could you pull up? Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah,
So-
Midge's piece. We're trying to collect the purple, right?
No, we want the top one.
We're
you're
trying to collect the top one.
So you're trying to get this piece here that is in Avernus, that's your lead, to trade pretty Zero's pieces and the piece that is supposedly in Avernus for this one. For the one for the last piece of the rod above.
Okay.
The purple mage is the other timeline.
Yeah.
This here. This is the one that I have on me right now.
Yes, this is the one you have. This is the one Drazov and Ugly Zero have, and then you have Volk.
Just Cyril.
Oh, okay.
Just Cyril. Just Cyril.
All right.
And then
God
you have
legend.
Okay.
all right, and then you have Volker and Krieg and Necrolumpus from the original timeline that have these 3 pieces here.
So the plan is Cyril and us getting this piece to trade for this Primus piece.
Correct.
That's
To
what we're trying
trade
do.
these 2
Correct,
pieces here. Yes, because Necrolumpa used to have this piece that was in the Kraken, and
yeah, but I got them traded.
yes,
Remember,
but
I worked this swap.
yeah. So Necrolumpa managed to trade while you guys were in the maze. Necrolumpa and Volkar managed to trade this hard piece by that one.
Okay.
And then he increased the price. He said he want 2 pieces for this one, which will put him.
Because we missed the meeting.
Yes, because you missed the meeting, and he was very suspicious. But notice, guys, once you do that trade, he will have 6 pieces of that rod and 1 that is retrievable, or at least that's the theory.
Is the one we're trading with the one that has befriended and is on the good side of the Lady of Pain?
Yes, that is the one.
Is there? So, oh gosh, guys, let's think about this.
So
just keep this in the back of your mind. If he's befriending and trying to buddy with the Lady of Pain, there's a chance that he could convince her to let Vokar out, and then he has that piece too. Just keep that in your mind.
Chances are that Volkar is already destroyed because it's been more than a week. And just the piece of the rod is in the maze right now by itself.
Yeah,
yes,
but she still controls that maze.
She still controls that maze. Yes.
What about Illustria and Tasha? I'm sure they would have grabbed the piece.
So
that's true.
But
if they were all together.
Yeah, they might still be alive. Yes, in the maze.
But they would have that piece then.
They will have that piece. Yeah, that's an unknown variable. You don't know what happened in the maze.
Yeah. So, but just keep that in mind that if he's buddying up with the Lady of Pain, there's a chance that he will have. He could potentially have access to the one that's in the maze. I'm not saying it's something to worry about right now, but it is something we need to think about.
Well, you may
unless I just gave Legend an idea.
No, you're completely right. He's not proposing a bad deal for him. Huh?
Of course not.
He's trading. He's gonna have 6 pieces of the rod, and if he's aware that piece is in a maze, and he's going for the seat of Facto Skull, if he has that seat, he might have some bargaining power with the Lady of Pain, because he'll be leading the most important faction in Sigil.
Oh gosh, guys, we are riding a thin line, my friends.
Yes, indeed. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed.
Who says we have to trade the 2 parts that he wants? We could,
he asked for them, no?
He didn't ask for those 2 specifically. He just asked for 2 pieces of the rod, and
we have.
He asked for 2 pieces he doesn't have in exchange for a piece that he has a duplicate of.
Yeah, if we trade any other pieces that we have, then we can't complete the one that we're trying to complete.
Yeah, but he might be able to access that middle piece, and if we're giving him 2 pieces, that means he'll have his own rod completed.
Well,
no.
That also means we have.
He'd have to get. So once we give him those 2 pieces, he'd then have to, find a way to get the piece that's in the maze, which, I mean, we'll already have a completed rod at that point, and we can just, go deal with Vecna, and at that point, isn't it kind of a moot point whether or not he completes it?
I just bring it up just as something to keep in the back of our minds. Because our rod will be complete, and he will still have to take the extra steps of getting them from the maze.
Yeah.
So we will have a complete rod before he does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a matter of timing, indeed. Because eventually, with all the pieces of the rod, he may discover that the 7 pieces is irretrievable. Now, there are two versions of Kaz. One is a demigod, and that demigod version cannot come into Sigil because no gods come to Sigil. But this version can. And they may this Kaz may discover or may deduce at some point that piece of the rod is irretrievable. Now, and then he may come for you guys. Now that you're using the Sanctum, and he knows you guys been using the Sanctum.
As soon as we have the complete rod, we got it. Time is of the essence. We can't, mess around. We gotta go for it.
Yeah, the race is not over once you guys get the 7th piece. Or you the moment you.
That's the point I'm trying to make as well. Yeah.
And by the way, while that conversation is happening, Drazolf takes out his portable hole, drops it on the ground, drops his piece of the rod into it, and picks it back up, rolls it up, and stuffs it in his bag.
That's so smart. That is. Do I have demiplane? Oh my god.
So you want to put the you're putting your piece of the rod in a demiplane, Drazov?
I'm putting it in the portable hole that he has.
In the portable hole. Very well.
Yes.
All
already
right.
moved it there on my inventory sheet.
Very well. Ciro, are you doing the same?
I actually don't have a portable hole, do I?
Do you have demiplane?
No, I thought I did. Cyril's just gonna tuck the rod in his smelly armor and hope that its pungent smell keeps the demons away.
Chronergy wizard without knowledge of demiplane. Wow.
Yeah, I know, kind of embarrassing.
It's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave, guys.
Is Midge's safer in her handy haversack or in her portable hole? They're both kind of the same thing, aren't they?
They're the same thing, yes.
Yeah, so Midge is in her handy haversack.
Okay.
I should get myself a bag of holding. I don't have one.
Yeah, neither do I.
I just put it inside Creek's guitar.
Oh boy. So if you lose your guitar, you lose the piece of the rod?
Basically. But I should probably get a bag of holding.
Yeah.
Well, you are in Sigil and you have 1 hour to kill, so you could potentially get that before you leave.
Problem is, I'm too poor to buy a bag of holding.
You're too poor to...
Midge
Yeah,
has
we've no
plenty
money.
of money to buy. Midge has money. How much is a bag of holding?
A bag of holding is in Sigil right now 10k.
Oh.
Yeah, I got you covered on that.
Midge has 5.
Okay.
I've got a portable hole filled with cash.
Oh, nice.
Does that closet have anything in there as I look in Cyril?
Cyril's head is still in his hands as he's still wiping slime off of his face and near his ear.
How much currency you have in your portable hole, Drazov?
By my count, I'm not 100% sure on this, but I think it's 21,956 platinum.
That's a very precise number for someone who just said, I think it
Well,
might be
that's
something.
what I have written down on my notes, but
right.
I haven't updated it in a while. It's the horde we got from. I don't even remember what that was from. It was like
Loot Goblin.
Luke
Yeah,
Goblin,
yeah.
21,000. How much? 21,000. How much?
21,956 platinum.
All right. It's you can refresh your character sheets in there now.
Oh, Midge has some platinum also.
Yeah, because I think some people gave their share of the loot to me to put in to keep in the portable hole because we were having weight issues with just the sheer volume of cash. So I'm not sure how much of that is actually mine and how much of that needs to be divided up and redistributed.
All right,
Midge has enough.
Yeah, Midge has 4,000. She has 4,000 in the portable hole as well, and a bunch of art pieces.
I did. For some reason, I have 1,956 platinum. Also.
Okay, very well.
I misplaced it. I not misplaced it, but it was in the handy haversack. It shouldn't have been there. It should have been in the portable hole. So
If
I just moved it, Legend.
Very well.
If I sing on the streets, how much can I make?
If you're okay with that.
Oh yeah, you could make a few silvers. No, if you go to a stadium and you sell tickets, then that's a different thing.
I haven't sold tickets in like 50 years.
I also have an art piece that's 7,500 and another art piece that's 5,000. 2 art pieces that are 5,000. So like,
yeah,
Midge has enough that I could. I mean, granted, we may not get that exact amount, but like I can give you an art piece, to a 7,500 art piece and a 5,000 art piece. That's 12,500. I'm sure you could trade that for a bag of holding.
I appreciate that. I'll be able to upsell that.
You want to do that?
Gonna go up to Dre's off and just gonna say, "Hi, Jay. Go ahead."
I just wonder, is that what you want to do?
Yeah, I'll do that, and I'll bargain to see if I can get it for more money.
All right, so it's 2 art pieces together is 12,500, and I'll just delete them from my inventory.
Very well. While you guys are tuning, while Drazov and Original Zero are tuning, Creek, you go to the market, roll a persuasion check. Let's see if you manage to sell that art for more than it's worth it.
This baby is from many centuries ago. I've traveled across many planes. As you see here, I've met many famous people, and this artwork goes beyond just the multiverse.
Very well.
Far out.
You head to the market, and you've managed to persuade someone to pay you 15K on all the art.
And now I will go a bag of holding, and I will make sure to.
Mitch wants the change.
All right.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I don't care. I really don't care.
Cyril is going to go up to Drazov and is going to say, Drazov, I know that you want to bring Original Cyril there to your laboratory, and I'm not trying to do something here that I don't think you'd deem acceptable, but if you give me, let's say, 10,000 gold pieces, I could have a pretty good word with him, and I'm sure I could convince him.
You think he'd blend for that?
Pardon?
I mean, how persuasive do you think you can be?
I mean, he is me and I am him, so I know what gets
Fair enough. Shut up and take my money. And he just pulls out the portable hole and just starts like shoveling bags of gold at you. You make a very compelling argument. Now go and tell him whatever honeyed words are needed to get him back to my lab.
And Cyril's gonna look at the many bags of gold in front of him. He's gonna say, "Okay, but first I'm gonna go with Greek to the marsh while you guys are preparing these crystals for Midge there." And once we're back and he's cleaned up and probably in a bit of a better mood, I'll put in the good word for you, my friend.
Yes, very well. Whatever it takes.
I hate that this turned into a shopping episode.
It didn't.
Right.
It didn't.
Come
So,
on,
Craig,
Les
you can
Cyril.
add your bag of holding. Cyril, you as well, as you have enough to purchase that, and you guys can take a well, I don't think you need one, but you can take a short rest as you prepare to depart. You have all you need, I assume, now with the bag of holdings and everything. And Volkar will try one last time to convince you guys.
Are you sure you want to go to enemy territory carrying those precious things with you? Vecna can be very cunning, and you might be just playing into his hand.
I'm going to roll here a persuasion against you guys.
Against
That's a fact. And that's 14. No, persuasion against your persuasion.
Oh, sorry.
All right, we'll see.
It's only those of us that he needs, right?
Well, he's just saying for you guys to to leave all the pieces of the rod with him, so that he can.
I just don't trust him.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Because
use
this
my.
is the one that's been calling us the like has-beens and stuff, right?
Well, half of you,
Like-
yes.
Me, I'm fine.
like Mitch is no. This guy's been an asshat to Mitch. She's not giving him anything.
I used inspiration to re-roll and got a
All
nat
right.
20. So.
Excellent. Drazov, you're definitely not convinced. Cyril, you're not convinced. Creek, you're not convinced. And Midge, what did you roll?
I didn't roll because I'm telling you she's not going to give it to him. All right, if I need to roll, I will.
Let's see if the dice tell you a different
Tell
story.
the story. Am I doing persuasion or insight?
Persuasion.
Then this sucks.
Legend, I got an idea.
You're persuading him back. Wow, you have inspiration.
I'm
If you
18.
need. There you go.
No, I don't. I don't have inspiration. Did you give it to me last time? I don't have it clicked.
Okay.
Legend.
I'll check the messages.
Yeah, check the message, please.
I got a wild idea. As Mitch says that, I'm gonna use my actor feet and imitate Volkar's voice. I say, "No, Mitch, give the rod to me."
All right.
217.
I
guess
have
did
been
give
trusting
inspiration. Okay.
your quote-unquote
All right.
wisdom so far, so I'm hoping you're going not to screw this up bad and as close as the finishing line as you are right now.
No,
And wow.
Crick actually will do, despite his high persuasion. He says, "You know," and I'll walk over. "You and I have disagreed on many things, and I know but you and I agree on one thing, though, of what our mission is and what we're trying to do. And you know what? You put a lot of faith, 1% of your faith into us. So I guess I'll put 1% of my faith into you. The others keep their rod pieces, but I'll give you mine. All right? As a sign that I can trust you just like you can trust us."
Very well. I appreciate that. That is a little bit less risky now.
and you have the fifth piece, right?
Yes.
All
Not
right.
gonna help us anyway.
All right. So I'll add this to Volkar's inventory, and you can all get ready to depart. But we'll do that after a break because it's time for us to play. Who's that demon lord? And today this really looks like a Pokemon. We'll be back, everybody, in 10-ish minutes. Let's take a quick bio break. See you guys in a bit.
Sweet.
All right. Is everybody back?
Yep.
I'm back.
Very well. Okay. So,
Didn't you already do this one?
yeah, sure. Who do you think it is?
Is this Demigorgon?
It is not.
Oh.
Is
think
this
it's
from
underscore.
Vampire the Masquerade?
No. This is a deep cut.
Oh.
Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube band?
It's the demon version.
I'm kidding.
All right, so it's a deep cut because this is a demon lord that has been bound to an item. His name is Curse It.
Looks like a rat.
It looks
just
like a
gonna say.
rat. It has the head of a
Its arms
wolf
are rat
slash
tails.
yeah, and it's as the wolfish like rat head. It has minor arms. Cursed is if you ever played a campaign and you bumped across the tome of the Black Heart, this is the demon lord that has been bound to the tome. Is 12 plus foot tall, and it's actually there's a lot of mystery surrounding him and how powerful he is and so on. But yes, he's a deep cut. Is from originally from the world of Greyhawk, but if I'm not mistaken, that is I think in Descent to Abyss, in the Abyss campaign, the demon campaign of the Forgotten Realms, you may bump against something with him on the way. So yeah. Yet another little piece of Demon Lord for you guys. I wonder how many more I can pull out of
I don't know. That's why
out of D&D lore.
You amaze me every week.
Yeah, for season 1.
For season 1, and then for season 2, I'm gonna have to come up with a new game because Archdevils there are only 9, and after that. All right, so.
Can do some fungi and see how well Midge knows them all.
Yeah.
You could do gods, you could do trivia.
Did you guys catch what Midge did? So I can't use either of the spell scrolls because they're not druid spells. So Midge gave the Finger of Death to Drazov and Circle of Death to Cyril.
Sweet. So it was original Cyril that cast Finger of Death for you. Oh, sorry. Yeah. But I'll take Circle of Death. Thank you very much.
I didn't remember. I just gave you each one. So there you go.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Thank you.
You can Rochambeau for it.
And could we use the scrolls to do the actual casting into the gem, or does that have to be cast from a spell slot?
I don't know. I mean, it just gives you one casting, and then the spell scroll disappears.
Right. I'm just wondering, like, can I just,
yes,
like...
you can cast from this scroll into the gem. Yes.
Okay, then I'll just give myself the spell slot back rather than adding the scroll to my inventory.
Very well.
No. That's not what I did. So one of you guys should have cast. This is what horrid wilting, and one of you guys should have cast Finger of Death.
Yeah, I believe I agreed to cast Finger of Death, and you gave me this spell scroll of Finger of Death. So
okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
So
all right.
Cyril would have cast horrid wilting. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
What level is Circle of Death? 6, isn't it?
Circle of Death, yes, is 6th.
Sweet, thank you. Just so I know, because I'm gonna hold on to it to learn it.
It's
very
purple. Well. It's whatever spell scroll is the purple color.
I think it's 6.
Finger of Death is purple also.
I think Finger of Death is 6th, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, just
6th level. Yes, it says 6th level. Yeah. Both.
All right.
Okay.
So you did all your maintenance work, and you devised all your strategy. You have your bag of holdings, and now, after a few hours of walking, you are in the spell-jamming ship of Captain Wumpa, heading through the astral plane towards the 9 hells of Baylor, hoping that you will reach the first layer of the 9 hells, a place where Captain Wumpa has visited many times. Now, her ship looks like a garden, as you can see. It's a living ship. It makes its own air bubble, and it recycles the air of the ship. Captain Wumpa has a crew made majority of gifts. There are a couple of creatures in her crew that are not gifts. There is an elf, an archpriest elf, who is her cleric, and also there is this humanoid-looking panda bear that seems to be some sort of monk. who is standing right here, and who likes to punch things. Well,
Oh boy.
all of you are traveling through the multiverse with a crew of gifts, probably hired hands. There's her first in command there, standing by. Oh, what? Why is this still there? Standing by her side, or I should say, more like levitating by her side in a Zen-like position, as she's her navigator, and apparently she has some sort of power. To perhaps clairvoyance or something like that, as she's just, looking for problems ahead. Quite a useful ability, I should say. And Captain Wumpa, her helm is the tree, as she sits. She sits here, under her tree, in that helm chair there. And her navigator is the only one on the outer deck with the four of you. Everybody else is within the ship, as the ship is being sent through traveling at fast speed through the astral sea. So you have some time to kill as you're traveling through the astral sea. What is the game plan now that you've you heard from Volcar what Avernus is like, and Captain Wumpa just compliments that and says,
I should tell you guys, because I experienced this. I've been in Avernus a few times.
And by the way, her voice comes out of the walls of the ship when she's sitting in the. It's like she's projecting her voice through the ship. You can hear her anywhere in the ship. And her senses are so focused on the ship that is as if her body was the ship, and she can sense what the ship can sense. So she knows exactly where everyone is in the ship. And she says,
In Avernus, magic is warped, so it becomes a little bit cosmetically modified. It's because the devils like when you throw spells there. They make it look different. So if you cast Mage Hand, you're gonna see like a Talon hand, like a Devil hand. And if you cast Magical Missile, it's going to be like full of fiery. It's like, yes, they really go for the Nine Hells branding there with their spells. Oh, and be mindful, distances in Avernus are impossible to gauge, because, well, when we get there, Avernus kind of warps your senses. So yeah, there is a chance because everywhere in the multiverse, there is a chance that in Avernus there is a portal to Sigil, but I have no idea who would know that. I have some friends in high places there. Yes, we help to take down Zerio, which was the previous ruler, and now the new ruler. I guess we can have a friendly relationship, a working relationship with the new ruler, and yes, we've been I've been going back and forth. We did some trips there and some missions, but my ship is not very adequate for that weather. The plants start to die, all my flowers die every time I go there, so I don't like it to kill my ship, so I'm not gonna stay long. I'm gonna drop you guys off close to the casino, into the temple of Vecna, and you can decide where you go from there. Is that okay?
Sounds fair enough to me.
You just
Sounds good.
no more about the talking. Nails on a chalkboard. I swear. It's grating in my brain.
So, I just want to put this out there. Midge has never been interested in spell jamming at all in her entire life until she saw the ship. And she is trying her best to figure out how in the hell she can either get a ship like this or somehow take the ship from Wumpa, because this is everything she's ever wanted in a spelljamming ship.
I would like to meet the crew while we're going to Avernus.
Very well. The one that is there in the deck with you, who seems to be meditating or something, seems to be some sort of seems to be some sort. Let me put the image here of Gitsarai, and she seems to be focusing on the path ahead, and sometimes you see her whispering something as if the captain could hear, and she says, "There might be an asteroid coming our way, Captain." And her name is Neurotic.
What was that?
Neurotic.
Okay.
Oh yes, the Git's names are amazing. So you gotta get the pronunciation right. It's neurotic. Okay. And then Creek, in the lower deck, you get to know yet another gift that belongs to her party. This one says he's a Dracomancer. Let me see if I can show you this one. Oh yes, you have Jack. You have a monk there, who is a big panda bear, and says,
Hey, I'm Jack Chanda. What's your name?
Jack Chan. Oh, I'm Creek. They call me the Spirit King. You look like a mighty panda. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself, Jack?
and he's
Sorry. I'm sorry. I think I cracked a few bones. I may have squeezed your hand a little bit too hard.
That's quite all right. I can regenerate that later.
I did. Sorry about that. I really didn't. I didn't really think that through. I was just trying to, to give it like a proper handshake.
Oh no, yeah. Force of habit. I know you're used to cracking bones, and I'm made of it.
Yes. Yeah. Well, yeah.
and this is the guy who is by his side. Seems to be a Githyanki Dracomancer, as he's called, and he says,
I'm Ethan Blazer.
I gotta say, you have a cool name, a cool robe, and what's that little fiery friend around you?
That's my bionic dragon.
I like to mess with psionics myself, but I can't make anything like that. I wonder. I like to perform a lot. Granted, I would use it mostly for visual, but do you know how to produce those images with your mind? I would love to hear some tips, and I'd love to see some action moves, Jack. Jack, I could probably make you a good song.
Oh, yeah, but I understand this is just a drop-off mission, right? We're not punching anything, which I must say is a bit of a letdown.
Well, don't worry, Jack. Before I get dropped off, I'll give you a song, a story for you to pass around.
All right.
I'll start making lyrics as I'm talking to Hiss and Blazer.
and he goes and says,
Do you want a potato? They're very fresh. We just got them from the Outlands.
Oh yeah, I would love to. I heard someone that there's a special potato you need to find that's good for skincare for liches. I would love to.
Oh yeah, I don't think that's the case, but that's just a normal potato. But you serve yourself. If you don't mind, there's some cups here and plates in this shelf. I'm just gonna sit there as I'm playing some cards with Jack.
Alright, I'll join you guys in a second. Legend, can I roll a perception to see if I can find that special potato from the Outlands in this bunch?
you won't. It's not there, so you can roll perception. But even on a nat 20, you won't find it.
Even on a nat 20, I won't find it.
Yep. Aren't you glad I just said that?
Aren't you glad you just said that? There goes my beautiful skin cream.
As you're looking through the potatoes, it doesn't look like any of them are just like the potato you're looking for, but you do find a finger.
Not a finger. Ugh.
Yeah, like a finger. Someone apparently cut off a finger and it was on the bottom of the bucket.
I will keep the finger and the potato that was near it, and I'll go play cards and write lyrics.
Very well. And are you going to meet the rest of the crew?
I'm gonna stick with these two.
Very
I wanna
well.
get to know these two.
Very well.
Midge is just staring at this tree. She's just infatuated with everything about everything about this ship.
Oh yeah, the ship is. You've realized that the entire ship, even the deck, everything, except the weapons and all the furniture, everything in the ship, and the sails, everything in the ship is part of this tree. You know, some people grow bonsais to make them look square, or in D&D, in Spelljammer, some people grow trees to make it look like a ship. So yeah, this is pretty much what is happening here. You're looking at a tree that has been grown to be a ship.
All right, you ready for me to throw you for a role-playing loop?
Sure. What would you like to do?
She casts speak with plants. Can she communicate with the ship?
Now there are several. Yeah, she can communicate with the plant. What would you like to ask the ship?
What's your name?
And the ship's replies to you. I need a voice for the ship.
I don't know.
You mean she's not giving you a name?
Captain Moompa.
Yeah.
She does she calls me friend.
Well, hello, friend. My name is Midge. You are beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh, where did you come from?
I don't know.
Do you have any friends that might want to be my friend?
Yes, I have many friends. All the flowers around here are my friends, and I have the crew as well. They're all my friends. They take good care of me. Captain Moompa is very nice to me.
Gee, that looks like it. Do you know where? Are there more like you?
Yes, there are other flying trees out there.
Do you know where I can find them?
I don't know, but Captain Moompa might.
I will definitely talk to her. It's very rare that I'm taken back by something beautiful. But this is it's awe-inspiring. I mean, you are. I'm amazed. Thank you for letting us ride you. Is that the right thing to say?
Yes,
ride with
that
you?
that is okay. Yes, I travel a lot, and I take
have one more question.
creatures from here to there. I also spread my seeds around everywhere I go.
That is my next question. Would it be possible for me to take a clipping or have a couple seeds from you?
You can take a seed, yes.
That's probably much less painful. Thank you. I hope to talk to you soon. I'm gonna go talk to Captain Woompa and see where I might be able to find another one like you.
Okay.
Midge, do you think you might be able to convince your new friend to spare a seed or two for me as well?
Hey friend,
Yes.
would it be possible to get one more seed?
Are you going to plant this seed?
I am. Yes. My
Okay.
friend over there with the fire in his head. He would like one as well.
I don't like fire. If he's going to burn my seed,
I didn't
don't
think
give
he
him the my
would.
seed.
I probably shouldn't have said the fire part. But do you just want me to tell him no?
Okay, you can give his seed if he doesn't. He's not gonna burn my seed.
I don't think he'll burn it. No, I think he's as curious as I am.
Yes, they have no intentions of burning it.
You can't understand this, dude.
No, but I can hear what you're saying, right?
I'm speaking plant though, aren't I?
Are you?
Is it
Oh,
yeah.
my bad. Then yeah, never mind. I
Actually, no.
predicated on me
You are
understanding.
You are imbuing this tree with a sentience and
Ability.
animation so that the tree can reply to you back and communicate to you.
He can.
So he can
Okay.
see the both of you talking, yes.
Okay. All right.
I thought I was getting just your side of the conversation.
No, you can see both because you can see the face of the tree that is being created as the tree is talking back to Midge.
Okay.
Oh,
Cool.
okay.
Well, he says he has no intention of burning it.
Okay, so if that is the case, I'm spreading my seeds everywhere. I must have hundreds of thousands of little trees growing all over the multiverse. As long as you plant my seeds, that's a good use of it. You can take a chew.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna plant one with all the rest of my stuff. I have a really nice garden. I think you would like it. In fact, you'll get to see it when I plant your seed.
Okay. That's
Alright,
great.
thank you, friend.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Midge will walk over and hand Dre's off a, what do we call this?
Just called a living ship seed.
Living ship seed. I am so excited about this. God, we're such nerds. Like, let's be honest. Like, I just talked to a tree and it was the best thing I've done today.
Oh, don't. If you want to know something cool, I just made a whole country song for Jack Chanda.
All right, so living tree seed.
And
Living ship seed.
living ship seed.
Oh,
Seed.
living ship
Yeah.
seed.
And
I'll put it in my pouch with the rest of my components. As opposed to my human skin pouch, which is the favorite thing you've ever given me, Legend.
very well.
I don't remember where it was, but at one point in time, you gave me a human skin pouch, which is where I keep my gems. A black opal, black sapphire, a garnet, and 3 jades.
Very well. Oh yes, folks. In D&D, leather is leather, and humanoids are not just the only ones that have skin
I
that
don't
can make.
remember where you gave it to me, but at one point in time, you said I found a human, a pouch made out of human skin.
Oh boy.
I think it was in Barovia. I think it was in the. That's what
Yeah,
it was.
it was likely
Yeah.
in Barovia.
Yeah.
That connects. All right.
And Mitch was like, "That's where I'm going to put my pretty things, which are her gems, inside human skin pouch."
Very well. And Cyril, is there anything you want to do on the ship?
To be honest, no. Cyril's just amazed at looking out over the ship side and just seeing the stars and endless space and time, and he's just thinking to himself, nothing crazy.
And Cyril,
Also
as
enjoying being the only Cyril for a change.
that's that it's less hurtful. It's less hurtful like that.
Can't be called the ugly Cyril anymore. Just Cyril.
Just Cyril now,
Hands
yes,
down.
indeed. Cyril, as you're looking into the infinite expanse of space in front of you, you've an image comes to your mind, almost as like you could foresee something, and as you're looking the depths of space, just for a brief moment, you see the image of this astral dreadnought just consuming what seems to be the body of a creature that is so big can only be a god. And you've noticed that the blue skin of that god and the hair. Wait. Roll an intelligence check and an arcana check.
Intelligence is 15 and an arcana is 21.
And roll an investigation on top of that.
And investigation is...
Let's go the full 9 yards.
15, not much better.
So, you're looking into this, and as you see this scene of a colossal astral dreadnought consuming what seems to be the remain of a dead goddess body, you have the impression you know this goddess. You have the impression but you can't remember her name. You can't possibly remember her name. You can see the body is made, and you wonder if this is Vecna's doing, as the gods are being one by one forgotten and destroyed, as Volkar told you. And you blink your eye and you are back on the ship. I mean, you blink your eye, you have no eyelids, so you blink your mind's eyes and you were back on the ship, and looking at the sky, and you realize, you look around and you see Midge and Drazov talking about the seeds that they got from the ship's tree. You still see neurotic there, neurotic having her meditation moment as Captain Moompa is traveling through space so fast with this spell jamming ship that you can see the stars and the light distorting around the ship. And Creek, you have a song for us?
Oh yeah. So I give Jack the lyrics and it says, before I sing this and inspire it to you, this is gonna be a story I wrote for you. All right. I think you're gonna enjoy it, Jack. From the looks and what you're telling me, I think this is exactly what you're thinking.
All right, let's hear it.
Rika, 1 second. I'm going to put on my turn off my sensitivity. And Creek just tunes his guitar into more of a country setting. As he gets on his country voice and he looks over to Jack and says, "This is a story for you. I call it Jack Chanda the Kung Fu Panda." And I just start playing. All of a sudden, you just hear, "In a bamboo forest he stands, Jack Chanda with those nimble hands. Swift and silent like a breeze, he can bring you your knees. Jack Chanda, the Kung Fu Panda, fighting evil with a quick agenda. Flipping through the trees at night, he's a shadow in the moonlight. Feelings, he's never shy, lands a punch, then says goodbye. Trains with monks till the setting sun, master of moves, second to none. Jack Chanda, the Kung Fu Panda, fighting evil with a quick agenda. Flipping through the trees at night, he's a shadow in the moonlight.
Our audience is really enjoying that.
And I give him the song Jack Chanda, the Kung Fu Panda.
Oh, that was awesome. All right.
In no way affiliated with any other pandas of Kung Fu origin.
No, not at all. And Jack Chanda just turns to you and says, just a question. Don't mind me saying, Creek. I really like the song, but what's Kung Fu?
Honestly, I met a traveling guy in a bar. You know, he was a kind of a fighter who liked to use his hands kind of like you. He was trying to make his own teaching, and I don't think any people were trying to listen. They thought it was crazy. But I listened to his story, and he called it Kung Fu. Honestly, I think if you brand yourself like that, I think it'll stick.
You mean I should change my name from Jack Chanda to Kung Fu Chanda?
No, Jack Chanda. Just like how my name's Creek, my stage name is Spirit King. Just like your name's Jack Chanda, you're the Kung Fu Panda.
I have to ask, Creek, sorry. You saying that word, but I don't understand what it means. What is a panda?
I forgot. He doesn't realize what a panda is. A panda, you know, kind of rhymes with Chanda. You have to have it rhyme. You know, Chanda and panda. It makes it catchy and it sticks off the tongue. You know what I mean? Jack Chanda, the Kung Fu Panda. It doesn't need to have meaning. It just needs a rhyme and it needs to make a cool name for yourself.
Oh, okay. So panda is like someone that, you know, punches a lot.
Yeah, and you use your fists.
Okay, so panda is like a guy who punches a lot, and kung fu is like this fight thing.
So it's like the way you move your fists.
Like if it's in a curve or in a straight line.
Yeah, and you do it with such grace and speed. You know, you make all your enemies fall with just one punch. They go like goodbye when they see Chanda.
Wow. You see, I'm really learning some new vocabulary here. This is pretty cool. Never had someone call me names that I don't know what it means.
He's also bardic inspired as well.
Very well. And after this nice moment, you all can see the Nine Hells from a distance. The Nine Hells is this outer plane shaped like a cone. The ninth layer of the Nine Hells is the tip of the cone, and it's where Asmodeus is. But there's no way to enter that. The only entrance is through the top, through Avernus, and you can see the red dust clouds from a distance already. As
as you're looking into Avernus, you can see the explosions and the fire and the lights from a distance as well. As the ship gets closer, you can feel the gusts of hot air that once in a while just sprint out of the plane and just assault your senses. There is you can indeed, they didn't oversell broken rocks, bleached bones, jagged metal, dusty atmosphere, the reeks of sulfur and tar. The whole place just kind of jumps to you as well as hell. And let me give you a quick overview of how from a distance this place looks like. And you hear Captain Wumpa saying,
Alright, we got lucky! I actually entered on the side of Avernus that is close to the monument of Tiamat. Monument of Vecna. And I guess the casino is somewhere here.
but as you guys look at this landscape, you can see how the river Styx cross through the entire landscape of Avernus. You can see all sorts of strange things. In here, there are these flying, flying machines that are almost the size of a citadel. There's this flying through the air above Avernus. You can see them from a distance. And they seem to be some sort of war machine. You see all sorts of constructs and technology being used in a battlefield in a distance. Like proper vehicles that seem to shoot fire, like carriages without horses that seem to shoot fire from their backs, and you see devils traveling through the plane and racing through the plane on them, and they seem to travel really fast. You haven't seen anything like this since you've been in Eberron. But yes, it seems that the devils are not sparing any resources here to fight this war against the demons. Now, what you guys know about the river Styx is that if you fall inside it, your memory is erased. But that is, if you are a creature that has a soul inside of you, because if you are a lich, the effect might be slightly different. And your memory is erased, and eventually you just become one of the lost souls within the river Styx. So the water of the river Styx it can be particularly useful when you want to erase someone's memory and make them forget who they are. And it's not every day for a lich that you have an opportunity, just dip your hand there and get a little bit of water. Of course, Captain Lumpa is not even getting close to the river Styx because there are all sorts of ships and boats traveling through it that seems to be warships and boats. But I have to say, it's very tempting to bait your weapons and you hit Vecna with a sprinkle of river Styx and perhaps you being disadvantaged somehow. So yes, and the river Styx travels through all the 9 layers of the 9 hells, and then through all the lower planes all the lower outer planes. So it's a river that flows across several outer planes, and that's how the demons from the abyss can enter Avernus. They just sail through the river until they arrive in Avernus, and so it's not uncommon to see demons chipping in. But yes, I should say this is not the monument of Tiamat. Oops. This is the monument of Vecna. Let's put that there so you guys...
He just crossed it out.
Oh, it needs to be drawn by hand, so it's like spray painted.
Yes, indeed. Let me do like they do.
Yes, there we go.
There you go. There you go.
Maybe some,
This is
like,
the monument of Vecna, not of Tiamat.
flames in the background.
Very well. And with that, let me bring you to where Captain Wumpa wants to drop you off.
Alright, so this is the closest I'm willing to get. You can drop it out here. Seems like a good place as any other.
And
Are
Creek,
we... Oh, yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
oh no, Creek was just getting up to the deck. with
What
you
is Volkar's token doing
guys.
here?
Volkar!
That's what I was going
It
to
was
ask.
just
I
your
was like,
impression. Oh, you guys can't stop thinking about Volkar. Damn. No, he's not there. There was just a mirage. This place play tricks on your minds, guys.
Damn it. But I saw pretty Cyril.
Yeah, for a second there. For a second, it seemed like he was there.
Just
But
so
yes.
envious of his looks.
As you guys are approaching from the ship, you see these two ladies that notice you, Cyril. And they are there, and you are in the balcony, and they see you, and they see Drazov, and they see Krieg, and they say, and this is how they're dressed. Let me put here an image.
Nope.
And they say, as they see you, they seem to be very excited, and then smile towards you, and you're even thinking, I mean, you've been with original Zero for some time now, so you're not really used to this sort of attention, and one of them turns to you and says,
Yoo-hoo! Hi, handsome. Are you looking to have some fun?
No, I'm a married man. And he's just gonna look at his feet.
Oh, being married in the hills doesn't count, dear. You can have some fun with us, huh? How about your friends there? I like your ship. It's so beautiful. Wow. Can we
You'd have to
pilot them a
ask her.
little bit?
I don't think so. I think Captain Wumpa would be very upset if you come near her ship.
Oh, I see. How about you? Are you coming here looking for some fun? I mean, we are the best fun you ever gonna get in this place.
I am looking for some fun. Especially, I'm looking for a casino to have fun with you guys. I appreciate the
Oh,
compliment.
you're
I'm
so colorful and pretty. Look at you. Oh, he has a guitar, huh? Are you an artist? Oh, we love artists.
Oh, I
we...
can play many music and many songs. I could even make one for you. I just did one for Jack Chanda, a Kung Fu Panda.
We give discounts to artists.
Legend, how far are we from the ship to the ground?
I would say probably 10 feet or so.
Oh, okay.
You can't just jump off. Yeah, she's not gonna go lower than that. You can just jump off the ship.
Well, Creek is playing with his guitar as he makes a majestical noise. Can I do a performance to see how majestic it is while he's falling?
Yeah, sure. Roll an acrobatics first to see if you fall on your feet.
Oh yeah, my bad. That was a performance.
Very well. Yes.
And you just hear like the
beautifully.
some music. It says, "Well, yes, I'm here to have some fun, but spare me. You know I look way past my prime for a lich like myself. I'm here to hear. I heard about this casino and I want to play. You know, there's all sorts of entertainment there."
And she says,
Oh, we can take you to the casino. Oh, we love gamblers. They are the best. They're so much fun. And we give discounts to gamblers and to artists, so you are in for a treat, dear.
Sweet, I'm on board. And I look to the others and I says, "Well, what do you guys say? Who's ready to have vacation here?" Can I do a lie?
sure. I can see that the others are hesitant to come out of the ship.
Cyril's going to try and step over the balcony, but his heavy armor is probably going to weigh him down too much. So he's going to more or less do a tumble forward.
Midge
Roll that.
lively uses her
Acrobatics.
uses her staff to just flip off the ship and land on whatever this is.
Very well.
Drazov casts Levitate on himself using 2 charges from his Staff of Arcane Supremacy, and just floats himself over the edge, cancels the spell, and then just gently floats to the ground.
Excellent. And as you guys do that, Captain Moompa immediately takes off, as seems like she doesn't want to spend more time in this place than necessary. And she says,
Hey guys! I'm so well. Good luck! Don't forget, if you don't pay me back, I'm gonna come for your asses!
Thanks.
yeah.
Thanks for the ride.
And the two ladies on the ground.
Whoa, chat just disappeared for me. Oh no, it didn't.
And the two ladies on the ground, they turn to you and they introduce themselves. And one of them says,
Hi, I'm Unheartbreaker, and this is Temptress.
Oh,
I'm
quite
Cyril.
well.
Oh, we're gonna show you guys some serious fun.
Well,
Midge is just sitting back watching all of this. Like,
well,
absolutely despises both of these ladies because of how attractive they are. But she knows better than to cause trouble, or does she?
and the other one says,
Look at that little one. She's so fun. I like your style, dear.
and as she says that, she turns into a small gnome fungi. She shapeshifts into a small gnome fungi that turns towards you and says,
We can provide whatever kind of fun you are into. Would you like to play with some nice fungi? We can do that. We are so much fun.
Midge is utterly and completely confused right now.
and
Greek will laugh. Have we been talking with them for a minute at least, Legend?
yeah, you could say so.
Well, I'll say I'm Creek and my stage name is the Spirit King, and like I say, you guys are quite fun. And as my actor feat, I'm gonna copy Temptress's voice and say it exactly in her voice. Can't you see I'm full of magical talents as well? I can have your voice singing the best songs around here in the Nine Hells.
Aw, these niches are fun. Aw, I like them. What do you think, Heartbreaker? You know, I've been watching them all this time. We've been talking to them, and I think I like the one in the scorpion armor the most. But I don't doubt if I go for Deathmark or the one with the fiery hair, because I really love fire, and he looks hot.
I didn't think you would enjoy that game.
I want to go with the artist. So, what is your name, Spirit King? Oh, that's awesome. What a great name.
That's my stage name, but my real name's Creek.
And she extends her arms to put your arm around her, and the other one says,
So, honey, are you willing to ditch our wife to have some fun? You know, what you're doing at that house doesn't count. Huh?
Like I said, I'm.
Sorry.
Oh, was that to me or Drazov?
To you.
Yeah, I couldn't understand through the voice mod.
He says,
she said to Cyril that if he's willing to ditch his marriage to have some fun because what he does in the Nine Hells doesn't count.
Cyril's still looking at his feet. He's just going to say, like I said, I'm a married man. I appreciate it. I needed this boost of confidence. There's been quite a handsome version of myself floating around the multiverse, and to be honest, it's nice to feel wanted. But like I said, I'm a married man. But my friend Drazov, maybe he'll be more interesting to you. The fellow with the fire on his head.
Drazov! Wow, what an interesting name. I really like your hairy fire. You look so hot.
Yes, everyone likes the fiery hair. It is quite the attraction. What can I say? You may be fun to study for an evening.
Wonderful. We're gonna take you guys in a fun ride to the casino. I mean, we can go there in several ways. How do you get Do you want to walk? Do you want us to fly you there? Do you want us to get a ride? You know, there's all sorts of nice vehicles here in the Nine Hells. We can call someone and we can just get there super fast. We are probably 10-15 minutes walk from there.
Gonna throw you for a loop, Legend. Midge, hearing about fetching a ride, is going to open up her iron flask and bring out Gloria.
Very well. Let me go bring Gloria.
I completely forgot you still had Gloria.
Mm-hmm.
What do we think? Are we gonna get a ride, or do you wanna walk?
And there's Gloria.
Midge is gonna hop on Gloria.
I've got my own ride, thank you.
I'll look at Temptress and I say, "Can you
She's
fly?"
no fun. I can fly. Would you like me to carry you, dear?
How about we fly together? And I'm just gonna like take out my lyre and I'm gonna cast the innate spell from it, fly. As you just hear like the angelic, not angelic, sorry, not in the Nine Hells, not in the Nine Hells. You hear the demonic, and then just like Creek starts to fly, as he casts fly on himself. I says we can fly together.
Wonderful. Oh, how wonderful. Let's do that. But I want to hold your arm, if you don't mind.
Of course. And Creek will put the lyre to like, you know, his side and such and give his right arm. Fly away.
Okay. Let's take the heartbreaker. I think this is gonna be fun. They look so much fun. You know, there was this one time when I was still mortal. When I arrived in Avernus for the first time, there used to be this skeleton guy on a ship that you remind me of him. He was so colorful, and he used to order for us to give him a coin for us to travel through these sticks. And it was so nice. He was such a nice guy. He had the best stories. You remind me of him.
Is that talking about me in the past, Legend, when I visited the Nine Hells?
I don't know. You tell me.
It's the other creek.
Oh, yeah. You're right. I forget. I'm the only Creek now.
And they fly you all the way to the footsteps at the entrance of the casino. But now, remember, there are two places here to visit. One is the Temple of the Mother of Dragons, Vecna, and one is the Red Belvedere Casino. Now, you can potentially find, you're looking for the rod, could be here or it could be in the temple. You don't really know for sure. Do I have two Glorias here in this map? Okay, let me bring you guys to this map.
What is the name of the casino again, Legend?
Red Belvedere Casino.
Red
Belvedere.
Belvedere. Got it.
Yeah. And so this is one place, and right next to the casino, not far away, is the temple of the Mother of the Dragons, Vecna. And the casino is in her honor, of course. Now, as you arrive in this place, I don't know why I have a double token of yeah. Somehow I have a double token of your character, but yeah, let's all right, Midge. But I can see there's only one there. All right, you guys arrive at a step, and this place seems quite alive. As you see at the entrance there, there's all sorts of devils in here. There's kind of a little market in front of the casino. There's some people trying to sell stuff. All sorts of fiends here and different types of fiends. And the succubi fly you, and when they arrive at the steps, and they say,
Oh no. He's such an a-hole. I don't like him, you know? He's gonna mess with us.
Oh yes. What brings you guys here, by the sorry, we're talking about Arkham. You see that red dragonborn there at the entrance of the casino with the chimera? He's a bit of an asshole, and we don't like him, and he's like a paladin of Vecna. So he's all about, and do you see his hand? He has the hand of Vecna. So he thinks like he's the Czar of Vecna in the Nine Hells or something like that. So he's very full of himself, and he's such an asshole. We don't like him, and he's gonna. The moment he sees us, he's gonna mess with us. So we're sorry for the inconvenience. We'll try to make it up for you guys later.
It looks like he means nothing but business.
Which is a reference to another to the origin of that character.
I look at Temptress and I say, is he also the archdevil of this layer?
Oh, no. The archdevil of this layer is Bell.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Bell, well, Bell used to be the ruler of this layer until there was this temporary ruler that ruled for many, many years, called Serial, which was like an angel that fell, and then Asmodeus had to turn her into a devil, and then she ruled Avernus for a long time. She was vicious, and during her time, well, we didn't have as much fun as we have today. And then these adventurers came from nowhere, and they defeated Serial. They just took her down like in a week. They took her down. And some people say they even took her down in the material plane, and they came and something like that, and then they kicked her ass. And anyway, there are so many stories, and so many people say they were there because they want to get this status, but we don't really know what happened. All we know is that she was defeated, and then after she was defeated, Bell, who used to be, I kid you not, a bus driver around Avernus, decided he was voted back in by Asmodeus, decided he would go take the throne again. So he took the throne, and now he's actually not a bad ruler for Avernus. He's been doing not as good as Zerial won the war, but in terms of fun, Avernus is back to being fun again. We don't have like a general all the time telling us to get weapons and go fight against demons. No, we can have some fun with the people that come here for tourism. Like you guys.
I can't wait to spread stories about that. I'm glad it's back to its cultural roots. I cannot wait to tell tales of this vacation.
I gotta say, I'm so in love with the soul of an artist and a poet. Oh my god, that's so awesome. I can't wait to hear all your songs. Shall we go inside?
Can my fishy friend come in? Or is she too big?
I don't know. The bosses might not like to have animals inside. I don't know. Maybe they'll let you if you have a lot of money. But Arkham is the ruler of he's the ruler of the casino. And I'm sorry. I don't want to go to that again, dear. I really don't want to deal with this asshole right now. You know how he is. He's gonna come after us. He's gonna give us orders and whatnot. And guys, would you mind if we just, take off? I'm really sorry. We won't charge you for this fun.
Alright, that's fine. Well,
I don't
I'll
really
catch you
like the
later.
artist. I wanna go in. Come on, I really like the artist. He wants to get my soul and stuff, and it's so much fun. Oh, come on. Heartbreaker, please.
I'm sorry. That's really spoiling my fun. I don't want to deal with that asshole. By the way, what are you guys doing here? I gotta say, there are nice spas and abundance, and we can take you to a nicer place.
I'm typing this in chat. The temptation for Midge right now to leave Gloria out and to try and capture one of these fiends in the Iron Flask is actually, no, let's rephrase that. The player is actually tempted to try and capture one of these fiends in his Iron Flask and just leave Gloria out to roam about Avernus, but I won't do that.
Now, seriously, okay, Heartbreaker, I mean, could we take you guys elsewhere, perhaps? A place that is a bit less, badly frequented by bad people, Huh? Can we take to a fun spa? Perhaps, you guys would like some lava bath? Or, I don't know. Perhaps you would just like us to take to
I do not like being set on fire. I do not like being set on fire.
Yeah,
Really?
we're here on business. So,
For now.
You
now,
need on
ladies,
business.
yeah, I know you're all pleasure, but we're all business.
Are you all business as well, Spirit King?
Well, I'm here for both, but I have to stick with these guys. Is there a way to contact you once I'm done?
Oh yes, there is a way to contact me.
And she snaps her finger and a contract appears in her hand and she says,
We can become very familiar if you want. All you gotta do is leave me your autograph in this contract.
Ooh, could you give me an autograph on my lyre too? Not contract, and I show all the collective what's it called, names I have on it. I love to collect a bunch of famous people, a bunch of fun people throughout my travels.
Oh, then of course, I'm happy to sign that. And
and she goes and gives your lyre a kiss, and her black lipstick sticks to the lyre and just makes it just becomes permanent.
I'm adding that. Hold on. That's Heartbreaker that did that, right?
It's Temptress.
Temptress did that. Oh, I thought that was Heartbreaker the entire time. My bad.
No, Heartbreaker is with Drazov.
Oh, that's alright.
I
Temptress.
I think Creek needs the toxic relationship feat here.
I'm-
If this,
I'm-
progresses any further,
I rolled an internal roll. I'm gonna sign that contract. Of course.
Oh my god. I have a red
you,
alert. I have a red alert. Oh, you're gonna be my sugar daddy.
did you sign? Did you make an
God.
agreement in the Wednesday campaign, Creek?
No, I didn't. I'm the only
With
one
the
who
one
touched.
that I think you were the only one that didn't do anything.
I'm the only one who didn't do anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So if that, Creek, are you giving her an autograph?
I am giving her an autograph back. I'm writing it. It says Creek in calligraphy. Actually, I'm gonna roll performance to show how well I write this, and then it just shows 20. It's all right. It's my average one. And then you just see in like a very nice, like whimsical way, Spirit King.
And she says,
read the contract.
and she says, and she pulls the contract, and the contract disappears after you sign, and she says,
Oh.
Oh, wonderful. We are in a relationship now. Oh, you're gonna be my sugar daddy. Oh, I'm so this was the best
I love
thing.
this so much.
and yes, you can add the feat toxic relationship to your character sheet, Creek.
Quite forward. I will respect the customs. Oh gosh, that feat is wild.
And she's and she walks towards Heartbreaker she gives you a kiss, of course, before she goes. She gives you a very long kiss that makes Cyril uncomfortable, and at the same time makes him think like you miss your wife. and after that, Tempest goes to Heartbreaker, and she says,
Okay, dear. He's gonna call me, and we can go.
and Heartbreaker turns to Drazov and says,
How about you? Do you wanna start something? Do you want to be my sugar daddy?
You know, I have other things to do. I will dissect you later. I mean, speak to you later.
Alright, I'll see you later. It was nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Oh.
and the two of them fly away from the casino steps. And
What if Midge would have captured one of them? That would have been funny.
Imagine you captured
Since I was
mine.
talking about the flask. Yeah. So she's always with us.
Cyril's gonna look to the Creek and Drazov and's gonna say, "Now G2 are done your hussies, shall we continue?" Seems to me
Yes.
Midge are the only two that have our eyes set on the prize.
Look.
Not signing contracts with succubi and demons of the like. And
Alright, I was reckless not reading the words, but hey, remember what someone said? We gotta make sure, and I whisper this, that we keep our intentions hidden. I say that to Cyril, whisper that to Cyril.
I understand no contracts. Besides, I have a standing appointment with your better half.
my wife is dead, I'm afraid.
That's not what I was talking about.
and Creek,
Brilliant.
Creek, you have you can add to your notes in your character sheet that you have a contract with Temptress, which spells out the feat of toxic relationship.
I'm already immune to the slashing, bludgeoning, and piercing, so I think that'll be good. But that's now magical. I get resistance with her.
Yeah, very well. But bear in mind there are some maintenance costs to have a toxic relationship. And usually the person is quite high maintenance. That's why it's a toxic relationship. As you guys are passing by that horn devil,
This one right here.
yes, he's looking at all of you, and he says, he seems a bit intrigued, and he turns to all of you guys and he says, where is it?
Hey, you guys new here? you're looking for some guidance, I can offer you some guidance. It's not every day we see liches coming here. But I guess, are you guys at Vecna?
And Cyril's going to take a step back and is going to push Creek forward as the face of our party. It's going to
Yeah.
say.
Lich's -1 charisma is not really the best person to talk right now.
They're a bit shy. Yes.
just yes.
Just Cree looks at him with a straight face and just go like, "Yes, you probably overheard I'm here to visit on vacation, but I have a little business too. Plus, not every day I get to go visit a temple to pray to after I'm done gambling a bit in the casino."
So I'm going to.
Wait, I'm going to. I'm going to snapshot this, so I can put it here in the Discord chat so you can see it. So you.
Can I inspiration that then?
Why?
What?
Why would you inspiration that?
Don't know what it's gonna be, dude.
Because he net 20'd it.
Yeah, he did. In net 20, his inside check on you.
Yeah.
But it makes sense, right? He's a devil. He's used to hear all sorts of bullshit and lies all the time.
Fair.
And you're coming here with all your charm and so on, and he's playing along. He's not challenging you on what you were saying. And he says,
Yeah, you know what? I could give you guys some tips. I mean, for the right price, I can give you guys some tips. Can talk to some people that I know that know some people, and I know a lot of people here. And we can give you. I saw you guys were with the working girls there. Since you guys are looking for some fun, perhaps we can work out a deal or something. Are you coming here just to gamble, or you're looking for, you're looking to have some extreme levels of fun?
Can I insight what he means by extreme levels? Like if I'm putting up what he's putting down?
Yeah.
I'll also insight it.
Creek, you have no idea what he's talking about.
It's hard to insight against devils.
A 22.
Cyril, you're pretty sure that he's talking about pain.
So Cyril's gonna look to the others and gonna say, guys, I think we keep with our mission and go into the casino and do our bit of gambling. I don't think we should get any further sidetracked than we need to. I mean, at this point, we're already leaving with an extra person, being Reek's girlfriend. I don't think we need another one.
Well, yeah, I'll go with them, but I'll let you know if Temptress and I want some extreme levels of fun, as enticing as that sounds.
I can also, I'm the guy who knows all the guys. So if you guys need a guy who knows a guy to get to a guy that can get to something, that's me.
I may hit you up later.
Yeah, it's good to know for now.
After my business is done.
Name's Creek. I'll keep that in mind for you. What do you want me to call you by?
Your name's Creek. Oh, very nice. I'm Hornatius. Hornatius Maximus.
Love that name. Appreciate it, Hornatius. Are you gonna be around here, or is there a usual spot?
Yeah, I'm usually here. I sell all kinds of things as well. If you guys are looking for some chemicals, some medicine, some special something, I have all of them. All the drugs, all the good alcohol. It's good to be the guy that knows the guy that knows the guy.
I was about to say, as someone of my kind of nature, alcohol doesn't really affect me anymore, but I'll definitely keep that in mind. And the
Oh, buddy. You're letting the night house. In here, we can affect anyone. Yeah, you will find a better smuggler inside the casino than me. I'm gonna tell you that straight away. I'm the best smuggler you're gonna find here in Avernus. I mean, just ask this guy, this random shot here. He brings his best stuff that he sells to the client.
And the red Abshai just nods a yes. and his
Says, yeah, I mean, no one's gonna be a best smuggler and guide to what you guys need here than me. I can tell you that straight away. But sure, go inside. Have your fun, gamble. You know where to find me.
you have a lot of value, and I may have some things of value too, Hornatius. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for the help. I'm sure if we need you, like you said, you'll be here and we can come back.
and
For now, I think we go on.
and as you guys are moving, yeah.
Hold on. Midge hops down, opens up her iron flask, and tells Gloria to get back in. I wanted so much to try and capture Hornatius Maximus, but
I thought you were going for that too. I was about to say, oh, God.
seems that you want to capture everything in here.
That's why I phrased it the way I did, is because I was like, oh, I wonder if I can get them tricked. But no, she'll put Gloria away.
As you summon Gloria, you draw the attention of Archon, who is in the balcony right in front of you, and he's your dude. He turns to you and he sees all four of you and he says,
Yo! Look at these! Yeah! Haven't seen some liches coming to my casino since forever! Yeah! You see that? You see that? The Big V is sending me more customers! I'm doing a good job! I'm smashing it! Yeah! So, who are you guys? What are you doing here? Come on, good customers. Yeah, if you are with the Big V, you are with me. Yeah.
Appreciate it. We appreciate the welcome. Very warm, very welcoming. And I mean, we just had to come to this casino. It's so well known and so fitting for our kind as well.
Oh yeah, my casino is crushing it. Yeah.
Oh my god. All I see is Joe Manchin yellow when you every time I see this character.
I'm also quite the multiversal traveler in making songs and art. I don't know if you have a parlor or something also for me to play and sing tales too, aside from the pleasure I'm here to seek.
All right. So you are like a leech that is also a bard and stuff. Cool. No, that's.
And I showed a lot. Oh.
Are you with the Big V?
Of course, but I have a long way to go to even be at his status.
roll deception.
Oh boy.
And he says,
Well, if you are with the Big V, you'll be very welcome here. All the best in the house for you. Yeah. See that? What did I tell you? Huh? What did I tell you? The Big V trusts me, huh? I'm gonna be the next right hand. Yeah, when he finishes what he's doing, I'm gonna be the next cuss. Yeah. Whoa! Yeah, crushing it.
Midge walks over to give me just a second. Midge walks over to Creek.
If you're gonna keep here, you're doing great, but I'm just gonna try and help you out a little bit.
And she casts guidance on Creek.
I look at Mitch and say thank you.
Cyril's gonna look up and say, once again, like I said, thank you for the warm welcome. We'll head inside and we might see you around.
And he heads towards the stairs with his which seems to be his pet, and the other devils just just move out of the way and says,
All right. So, what's her name? I'm Arkan, the Cruel. Yeah.
And he-
Gildrodosson, the viscous.
All right, the Viscous. Cool name, yeah.
and he puts his axe, which you can see some sort of a magical weapon on his Vecna hand, and you guys can see that he has a hand that is all decrepit, and it looks like a lich hand. So they were not kidding when they say he's wearing Vecna's hand.
Yeah. So, like, would we have heard?
Oh, the hand of Vecna, yes, absolutely.
No,
That's
no. That Archon actually has it. Would we have known that?
Well, we just learned from the ladies that he has it. No, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't necessarily know that.
Hey, Legend, since that's Vecna's hand, do I have to roll for Roshrek?
Different game. But yes, he has the hand, and he grabs and he extends the hand that's not the hand of Vecna to you guys to shake your hand. And he's like,
Yeah.
and as you go to, actually no, he extends his closed fist for you to bump it, and he's like,
Bump it, Viscous.
And Drazov kind of gingerly puts his fist out and gives it a little bump.
Yeah.
But it's very tentative.
The Viscous. Cool. What about you, Scorpion guy? Oh, that's a sick armor you have there. Yeah. What's your name?
Thank you. I am Cyril Scorpion King.
Scorpion King. Oh,
yeah.
I get it. I totally get it. Oh, yeah. Now that's branding. Yeah. Bump it, King.
And Cyril's gonna do an unarmed strike.
go ahead.
He's gonna give it some welly. Oh my!
Just punch him in the face.
No. We're going for the fist. We're going for the fist.
You punch him in
like-
the fist, and you can. What is your strength, Zero?
1. No, sorry, 0.
Your strength.
Zero strength.
You have a 10.
Oh,
you have
sorry. 11. Sorry.
All right. So as you punch him in the hand with everything you have, his arm doesn't even move, and you break your middle fingers.
And
you take you take, well, you don't have strength, so otherwise you would have taken that in damage. But as you break your fingers on his head, he's like,
Solid. Yeah. All right. Okay. And what about the artist? What is your name?
They call me Creek the Spirit King. I spread tales of all the places I like and people of legends, and I stick out my arm to fist bump him. Pleasure.
All right, the Spirit King, True Kings, yeah. Oh yeah, Big V sending me the kings, yeah.
and he bumps your hand, and he turns to me and he says,
All right, and he's sending me the kicks as well. Hey, I'm Arkan. How are you doing, gorgeous?
I'm okay.
And she casts infestation on him.
and what is the DC?
Con 19.
That's my way of saying hello.
And con 19. and he passes. And he just, as all these mites and whatever you threw at him come at him, you can see that his aura, or maybe it's the aura of the hand, just make them die immediately and wither to the ground.
Immediately starts picking them up and putting them in her pocket.
And he says,
Oh, sorry about that, gorgeous. So, what's your name?
She just hides behind King.
Which king?
Spirit King, sorry.
Oh.
My name is Midge.
Yeah, Midge. All right. Can I just call you gorgeous?
No, actually, that was actually the next thing I was gonna say. Can you not? For me, that's an insult.
All right. So can I just call you like
Rotten. You can call me Rotten Midge. That's fine.
Oh, I love it. Rotten. Oh, that's sick. All right.
That's good.
Bump it, Rotten.
Help, move out of the way.
I already tried.
She takes her staff of withering and holds it out.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, you're cute. Yeah. I can see why the big...
Nope, that doesn't work for me.
All right, you're despicable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you like. All right. You are horrible. You are despicable. You are like worse than the shit from my chimera.
Are you trying to turn me on because it's working?
Well, you get your inspiration, Mitch. Just,
I already have it. It's fine.
And he goes and he seems very excited to see all of you. He says, "So, if I may ask, how much do you guys kind of like? Do you work like directly with the Big V? Because he hasn't come visit for a while now, and we're like, whoa, he must be super busy and everything. But I'm trying to, get a little bit closer. So, do you guys work directly with him? Huh?
Unfortunately, I don't get directly. I work under someone who talks to him directly. But as you see with my my special tongue and my special powers, I think I can sweet talk someone into gaining audience for you. Depending on how the visit goes here, I will definitely spread the tales of your casino and your hospitality to him.
Oh yeah, roll deception.
With guidance.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. 38.
And he says, "Oh yeah, dude, if you do that, if you talk me up to the Big V, oh, dude, I would like, bro, I would like crush your skull, bro. I would like, yeah. You would be like, oh yeah. We would like be brothers. Yeah. I would like, oh yeah.
I get what you mean. Like words can't even describe that connection.
Yeah. Oh, if you talk me up to the Big V, I would like, oh yeah. I'm trying to get him to come visit because, the temple is not making as much money as once used to do, the cult is there, like kind of doing. Also, there's this chick. All right, there's this chick. She's like a big deal in one of the lower layers, and this chick's coming here, man, and she's saying all sorts of things about that
the big V is not the mother of dragons, and that you are all being tricked and whatnot. And she's spreading some rumors, you know. And I'm like, oh, what the hell, you know? What the hell? Like, what the hell? And I'm like, yeah. So I'm trying to, you know. She's kind of a big deal. Like in a lore, she's like a little princess, you know. She has like her dad is like a big deal, but she's like a very entitled little fiend, and she keeps coming here and spreading these rumors, and it's kind of ruining the reputation of the temple. And I'm like, oh yeah. So let me ask you guys, are you with the other liches that came in and are just checking on the temple? Are you like part of the same crew? Like, because there's a guy there that says that he's like directly working with the big V, but they didn't want to come to the casino. I'm like, oh, and they didn't even talk to me properly. They just like completely, you know. But I get it. They're busy and stuff. But hey, if you guys,
did they have white hair and someone? Oh, sorry. Go for it, Zero.
No, go on.
No. I want to hear you.
So bro, can you describe these other liches to us? Like, did they look kind of like we did, bro? And like, it's so crazy. They didn't want to look in this totally awesome, totally amazing casino that you have here,
bro.
Bro,
it's like you read my mind. Yeah, like, whoa. If you're coming here, you should check out my casino. It's like the best.
I know.
It's like the best place in Avernus, bro. And I'm like, oh, yeah. Oh, and we have the best brunches. It's like, oh, we have the best brunches. So,
but bro, is it all day brunch? Do you do all day brunch, bro?
All day brunch, bro. If you want to just grab a brunch, you can grab a brunch right now. We have like
crazy,
the best.
Bro.
Oh, for you guys, it's free. It's like on the house, bro. And I'm like, oh, we have all day brunch, and they didn't come. They didn't come to try. Oh, and then it's like, whoa, and it's like this chick with the white hair, and there's like this other guy. There's like a mask melted to his face, and I saw that guy before. By the way, it's like I forgot his name. It's like a sunrise, sunset, something. Sunfall, yeah. Oh, yeah, bro, yeah. You know him, right? Yes, you probably, you know, I'm not trying to, hey, I'm not talking shit about my colleagues, you know? We are all very close to the big V, you know, all of you and myself. And, hey, I'm trying, hey, yeah.
We're all bros here. You don't have to worry about it. We're all bros here.
All right, okay.
Yeah, no, I mean, we all know the guy, and he is trash. I mean, I'm just going to say it out loud. He is trash. I know we work together, but he is trash.
Bro. Word, bro. Word. You said it. It's like the guy is trash. I was like, oh, yeah, that is exactly. You guys are so welcome here. Yeah.
I'm gonna whisper to him that says, rumor has about him that he can't even dispel fog properly.
No way.
I've seen it firsthand. He cannot even dispel fog. A strong wind can dispel fog.
Bro.
I've seen it repeatedly.
No way. Oh, guys. Oh yeah.
If you say that, that's just between us, because I think we're pretty close now. He'll try to invert your spine, so keep that on the down low.
Oh yeah. No, for sure. No, it's all cool. It's all cool. So
we are all friends here. It all stays between us. Do not go spreading rumors.
No, it's
any more than you need to.
Viscous, we're brothers now. We're brothers. Yeah, we're bro. Viscous and the Kings and the Rotten there. Oh yeah, we're all family here. Yeah. Dysfunctional family, but family. Yeah.
Are you guys with them? Because are they like auditing the temple? Because with the casino keeps me very busy, and I'm not been paying a lot of attention in the temple. So it's kind of been going like low, and I'm not being, I mean, I'm good in crushing, bro. I'm good in when I have to like smash someone, but I'm not really good like with the words and shit. So when I try to like go to the temple and like talk up Vecna and stuff, all my bros are there and they go like, yeah, but the other people, they're like they're like, they're not listening, and then the cultists there not really doing a very good job. Oh, they don't even have brunches in the temple, and I'm like, oh, it's going low, and I think the big V may be a bit disappointed, but hey, the casino never did this well, and we're selling like crazy, and we're making so much money, and I was like, whoa, I have so many, I'm swimming in soul coins, bro, and hey, you guys want some soul coins? I hear they feed your phylacteries really well.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, if it's a gift from you, bro, we can't say no.
All right, and he grabs he pulls like a pouch, and he grabs a couple of soul coins, and he gives each one of you 2 soul coins. Says, "Oh, that's on the house. You guys can I hear that this feeds your phylactery very well. All the best innocent, all the best kind, only the best for my bros. Yeah."
You're so very generous.
I think we just became best bros.
This is great. I'm so happy that we got over here. Archon. It's gonna be a great time. I'm gonna make sure I hype up this place with such great music and great songs.
Oh yeah, we only bring the best here. I mean, I'm trying to get Big V to come, even if it's like a quick visit, so he can come to the temple and he can talk it up, and the people are gonna go, Nizmizet, who is there, he's a bit of a difficult fella to work with. He's like super smart, but he doesn't like to work with he's like, has like a big ego, and he's like, oh, because I'm like, hey, I'm in charge here. Do you understand me, bro? Like, I'm in charge. I'm the paladin of the Big V. I'm like, yeah, I have the Big V's hand. Yeah. And hey, Nizmizet is just like, yeah, I used to rule that, and I used to rule that. I'm like, my boss, the Big V is my boss. And I'm like, hey, technically, you are in my temple, so I'm your boss, And I'm like, hey, Nizmizet. And now he's like talking to the liches. Hey, by the way, think you guys could just do me a solid? Could you guys figure out what is that Nizmizet is talking to the other 2 liches? Because I think he's trying to screw me over with the boss,
Yeah, we can do that for you, bro. Don't you worry, we got your back.
Yes,
We got your back.
Bro,
How about this, bro?
I tell you what,
We'll sort this out for us, and you have brunch ready for when we come back.
I'll make you guys swim in soul coins. Hey, I'm not even joking. Those soul coins there, it's just an appetizer. If you guys talk me up, if you get the Big V to come here, I kid you not, I'll give you a cut. One day of activities at the casino in soul coins. Bro, you guys are gonna be so fat, and those phylacteries are gonna be so fat with so many souls you're gonna get, bro. I have so many soul coins. Bro, my vault, oh my god. I'm gonna drop so many soul coins on you. You're gonna all have fat phylacteries. You're gonna your phylacteries are gonna have heart attacks from how fat they're gonna get, bro. Oh yeah.
It's not really how phylacteries work, but I appreciate this. Yes, thank you very much.
So we'll go talk you up to these other liches, and how about this? You point us in the right direction, and we'll come back to you.
All right.
do you see that building over there? It's like carved in the rock, and has that big the big hand with an eye in the middle. That's the temple of the
Yeah.
big V. You go there.
Okay.
All you gotta do, bro. All you gotta do is go in, check if Nismizet is, talking shit about me. And if he's talking shit about me, just tell me when you come back. Bro, here what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get the VIP suites for you guys, alright? So when you are here, everything's on the house. Sounds good?
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sounds
You
good.
are-
Sounds amazing, bro.
Alright. Yeah, I'm so pumped with you guys here. Yeah.
Let's go.
Alright, let's go. And he points you guys in the direction, and it's heading towards south. From your position, southwest, that way is the entrance, and he points. And from here you can see the entrance, so it's not far.
Oh, sweet.
Sweet. And the casino is really close to the temple, as both are built in as kind of a tribute to the Big V.
Big V.
I'll say I do want to talk to Hornatius, but probably next session, just because we're really running over.
Yeah. All right. So you head into the temple.
Yeah.
And then you can,
guess-
and then you're heading back to the casino to enjoy the good time in the casino, I assume.
I would
With your
actually-
bro.
I would love to go to Hornatius actually while they're going to the temple, just to see if I can get some information. What was that person's name again? Nismizet?
Nismizet. Roll an Arcana check.
Nismizet.
Yes.
Creek does not know what that is.
Creek doesn't know who that is. Drazov, you and can roll as well. Oh yes, you know who Nismizet is, Cyril.
And wow, surprisingly the roll for me.
Very well.
Does 19 do it?
No, you have no idea who Nismizet is, but Cyril does. So he's a powerful ancient dragon who is known for his arrogance, vanity, intellect, and tremendous power. Cyril, he has a private laboratory called and he has created and founded the EZET League. Now, the EZET League is a league of experimenters that combine keen creative intellect with in order to provide solutions to public works projects in a world of Ravnica. The reason why you know them is because they do excellent clockwork job. In fact, such good clockwork that, hey, they might have even had built your tower. But no, nothing confirmed. But they might have done your tower. They do all sorts of things, and they have this insatiable curiosity. They create mana geysers. They create all sorts of useful technological events. They do all sorts of far-fetched experiments. They create things that that teleport, that can see things from a very far distance, scry from a very far distance. They have things that are truly amazing. And Nismizet is the dragon that founded that league. And Nismizet is known for his, well, he founded that league and he's known for his, for how intelligent he is. And he's probably the most powerful spellcaster in the world of Ravnica, and probably the smartest person to come from there. Now, Cyril, in the world of Ravnica, they don't believe in gods, and but I guess Nisbizet is kind of idolized as one, hence his big ego. He's very rich, but to him his treasure is not in compare with his scientific and magical knowledge. And he's extremely ambitious. He is a threat to all the other guild masters and everything, and in his ambition, you think it would make perfect sense for a creature that is this ambitious to have made a deal with Vecna, knowing that Vecna has become quite powerful. So you kind of can put 2 and 2 together and realize that, yeah, this is a very powerful dragon. Also, Zero, he's also known for his ability to be able to concentrate in multiple spells at the same time.
Oh god.
And
Oh boy.
so, and apparently he's the one in charge of the Temple of the Mother of Dragons as well. What is he doing in Avernus? So far away from Ravnica, or is it? Anyway,
Protected stuff.
Strange for a creature that is this rational to be idolizing a god, but clearly you would know that this is not about idolizing the big V. Is about cutting a deal and have a place on his new created order. Yes.
So on the way over from Arkin, Cyril's gonna inform the 2 guys about the information, and he's gonna look to Creek and say, "You had some questions for Ornicus Maximus. What do you want to keep asking him, or do you want to head to the temple?"
Well, before we go even to the temple, like I said, he has great connections. Maybe there might be some information that might be beneficial, especially since there's, others there with that powerful being.
Yeah.
Who knows if they'll be friendly or not.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, if we're going to temple, I don't think any of them are going to be friendly.
I'm gonna say this out of character, not in the session. I just think Hornatius may be able to give us an edge.
I agree.
Alright.
Against going against something that
Out
can
of
cast
character.
multiple spells.
I agree.
That terrifies me.
Very well. And on that note, thanks for all of you who have been watching. We're concluding this session here with you guys heading to the Temple of Vecna, the mother of all chromatic dragons. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you're watching this and you haven't yet, please subscribe to our channel. There is much more content and other stuff coming in the future. Also, you get a notification every time we are live or something is happening in the channel. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night. It was a pleasure having you here, and I see you guys next week.
Thank you.
Thank you.